Factuals.
And you gon' love it, and you gon' love it, and you gon' love it, and you gon' love it. I got dreams of whipping a foreign car, but in reality, I'm trying to make them ends meet together in unison, making a way for me and mine. Longevity, what I just want. Fuck being a star. I can't trust these hoes, I'm sure they can't trust me. So let's just fuck, baby, don't get in your feelings. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'ma do it for me. I love myself. I do. Kissing my image in the mirror. Pouring up Zinfandel mixed with the vodka mixed with the OJ. Touching all of her spots till she surfboarding me in the boatway. I got it. I'm that nigga, you doubt it? Don't you do it? On Way Triller, I'm kicking it with a chocolate bunny. Her mindset is vanilla. She an Oreo. And I ain't even bored though, that's all I'ma say. I hate seafood, she made fish fillet, so I just skipped dinner to play 2K. She know I fucking hate seafood. Fuck.
I blow my mind each and every time with the shit I write. Just keep giving y'all sections of my life. That's all. Can't make this shit up. Ooh, I'm taking chances when I pull out of my driveway. Factuals. On the way to the money on the highway. Factuals. It feels different. Trust me, I know love. Right. I know you used to dealing with scrubs. Right. Not me though. Still the same Magneto. My Spanish homie veggies always magnifico. Ooh. Shit, this my reinvented flow. Got her soaking up the panties cause of what I roll. Ooh. Ralph Lauren, winter jacket, I don't care the quote. Sauce. I just know I'm sauced down either way it goes. Listen, baby, purple, her rain, zip lock. She's a rider and knows how to keep her lips locked. Life comes with more challenges than TikTok. Shit, everything backwards, worth the crisscross. This a canvas and I'm painting, split splash. In my fadeaway game like Raptors Chris Bosh. Break it down, break it, break it, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it, break it, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it, break it, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it, break it, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, listen, baby. I'm cool as a freezer set to 0 below. My game chilly, penguins consider me bro. Stove run, in the rain. Nike pocket nights, I pocket twice the profits. I prophesized that I spoke to life. Factual. In Las Vegas, papered up with a taper cut. She shocked I beat the pussy up. My dick really tastes the slut. I'm on the money run, baby boo, the fuck's up. Your wig stiff as hell, so how the fuck you stuck up? Bitch. Don't correct the fool, why? Or he will hate you. Factual. Correct a wise man and he'll appreciate you. Factual. That shows growth from that person you were yesterday. Right. Work hard, play harder, what they always say. I'm Gucci, trying to turn my life into a movie. My chocolate bunny looking scrumptious in his two-piece. Niggas is characters, goofy. I'm staying sucker free, enjoying good sushi. Break it down, break it, break it, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it, break it, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it, break it, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby. Break it down, break it, break it, break it down, baby. Break the vegetables down, baby.
Yeah. You can play this loud on Adult Swim if you want to. It's quite fitting. Yeah. Feels good though. Baby doll, don't worry, I'm coming back like I forgot something. I'm putting in that work for sure. Progress gon' speak for me, pull up game is strong. A1 is for the books and your bars gon' never land. I'm slicing them, I'm Captain Hook. I take a shit on your latest creation. I earned to kill these beats, prepare producers cremation. My camp like Crystal Lake, no question that I'm Jason with the mask off. Went from eating top rhyming, now I'm top rhyming. Cruising with my baby, blasting, feeling timing. Realigning the assignments in my mind that's in confinement. Release the lever, it's a go with the shits, now can I kick? This flavor hella smooth. You don't even need Folgers, this what you'll wake up to. My up temples is comfy and feeling lovely. Keep that lame shit at the door, my nigga, or you won't make it through.
Baby, give me just a second. I'm gonna show you where we gon' go. You can count on me, cause I'm gonna get a scenario.
Black on black on black on black. It's what I'm rocking. And them tracks on tracks on tracks on tracks. It's what I'm dropping. Make sure I get my veggie intake properly. The right service of cabbage. I'm dope as fuck, the show is here. I'm up now, my eyes is open. I can see, it's really clear. Adult swimming in that cookie. I'm a monster. I'm cooking like I'm hard and she gon' get my rocket launcher. I'm kicking it like Messi. Yo, baby, doll just messy. At least I add a spark to a light. There go Leslie. Yo, rain short like Joe Pesci. Ain't no reason for testing me. Let us pray. Now you saying this nigga step is ahead of me? Goddamn, I'm just too good. These haters more like termites. They known for eating wood. My temples is comfy and feeling lovely. Keep that lame shit at the door, my nigga, like your lame ass should.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna show you where we gon' go. You can count on me, cause I'm gonna get a scenario.
I'm digging that.
Fresher than a motherfucker. Jiggy as I wanna be. I used to have them holes inside my sneaks, now I got plenty feet. Shit was really rough for a nigga, but I emerged from it. Now to go pissy. My Cuban links trying to take a leap. Driving real slow with no place to go. I'm lying, I'm getting to the money, nigga, for show. Like my champagne, baby girl, my gang cold. Rocking grandmama cons, damn right I'm a pro. Yeah, it's me again. I hope you motherfuckers see that I'm the one. I just arrived, my presence gonna reign supreme. Snap that backwards, it reigns supreme. Yes, I know I look just like that nigga B.O.B. And I'm floating on a cloud like I'm Goku. Dropping unexpected shit just like a bird do. It's amazing how a nigga do a bunch of things right once I make a mistake. Niggas try to crucify you, I had to learn to find some inner peace. Keep channeling some energy within yourself. Motherfuck the negative vibrations. A plus charge is what you need. You pick and choose all of your battles and what to feed. Baby, please come fly with me. Something wrong with you if you think I'm your rivalry. Flow keeps going without an energizer battery. Life is ravishing.
Yeah. What's good? Oh, so dope live. What's good, y'all? It is Friday night. I'm feeling right. Y'all, I read up on some cases of well, actually, did some grocery shopping. But it just be feeling so good to just, replenish, your water and all that good stuff. And man, I'm feeling good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I got my juices and man, I just enjoyed my day for real. Just got some nice fresh air. Even was able to that same salad that I had in that video. I had got today, as a matter of fact, but I'm kind of mad because I bought Chick-fil-A without using my damn points. and I'm mad because I got buku amount of points, but I can't tap in my account. So yeah, fat boy mad right now. Oh man, it's what? God damn, Chick-fil-A got to recoup or something, man. They fucking up right now. They really fucking up the church's money. But anyway, salute to the chat. Appreciate you guys, man, and all the love that you all been showing me. I always make sure I have to tell y'all that because it is greatly appreciated each and every time. Also dope live. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Let me get right. What's good, y'all? Also dope live. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Y'all know what we do each and every time we get here. We break the bullshit down. And everything else in general. It's nothing specific. Whatever I choose to you know, break down. And I just appreciate you all, enjoying the content. I really do. I really do, y'all. It means a lot. All right, y'all. So again, also dope live. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Salute to the chat. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all that are here right now. This is the treat that I said that I wanted to, give you all by breaking down the Tommy Sotomayor and Kwame Brown interview when they was on good terms. I feel like this is very pivotal. This is very pivotal because this shows where they were at a standpoint at first, and then a whole chain of events happened after the fact. So let's examine how they were on good terms before the extra shit came. I hope that music's not too loud. Okay. Cache, hello there. Welcome. Appreciate you sliding in on me, sweetheart. All right, y'all. Okay. So again, y'all see the title. I'm getting tongue-tied today. Tommy Sotomayor and Kwame Brown have a conversation. Let's break this thing down. So, without further ado, this is the interview that Tommy Sotomayor and Kwame Brown had. Thank you so much, Cache. I hope all is well on your end as well. Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? You guys know how I do. It's your boy Tommy Sotomayor, and we are live on a one-on-one, and this is a one-on-one that I had to do. When you hear somebody going in as hard or harder than you on a situation that, to be perfectly honest, we all should find a problem with it. We all should find an issue with it. But the sad part is many people don't. Maybe it's because they fear the backlash they're going to get from it, or they just fear the people in their family that may look at them and call them things like a sellout, a coon, or whatever it is. But the good thing about people who've made their own way, they usually speak to you the most honest. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, without further ado, I got a brother that's on the show that was #1 pick in the NBA draft, 12-year pro. My friend, I'm going to say this is my friend, Kwame Brown. What's
Oh shit, y'all. Already, y'all, my friend. Y'all heard Tommy? Y'all heard what Tommy said? He said Kwame was his friend, y'all. Which, y'all know what video I'm going to break down after this, y'all. Y'all can almost guess. But this video right here is documentation that Tommy and Kwame were friends. They had I'm pretty sure they had phone conversations. This man just said that this is his friend. Live on video. So Kwame lied and said that him and Tommy weren't friends, but he didn't check him or stop him from saying that right there, because they were both under the impression they were friends with each other. That's why this whole interview happened in the first place.
going on, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well. First off,
smiling.
glad to have you on the show. Now, I'm surprised you said something. You said you had known me prior to. Tell me about that, because I am honored if you knew anything about me before I knew anything about you.
Well, you see, to me, like you like a fresh air, you like a breath of fresh air for the people who
Listen to how Kwame talks about Tommy and how it all switched because things didn't go his way. He said Tommy was a breath of fresh air. And he's talking with such admiration.
want to say what you can say, but can't say it because we have a job or something that'll get us fired, or or we have a woman at home that don't like your use of the word bitch. They can't get past the emotions and the things that you say, but the logic behind it. Once I start listening, it was
What? Kwame be wanting to say bitch, and his woman be like, "You better not, nigga." And he said, "I look up to Tommy because Tommy can say it." Yeah.
like, damn, the things he's saying is what I'm going through. When I started reading books and I started doing things, they called me white boy. So you can't get past the facts and the logic that you're saying.
Hold on, Kwame. You always make it your business to tell us that you came from a cheese line. You had it so rough. You never said anything. See, that's what you should glorify. The fact that you read books and you was writing stories, or you was doing something productive and not becoming a product of your environment. So they called you white boy. What? So why would they call you white boy? Because you are educating yourself. See how your mind is. See how you think. That's the whole problem with you in the first place, bro. How you think. Your mentality. They call you white boy. And you telling it as if it's an insult right now, But then you tell other black men that they need to respect you like they respect them white boys.
And that's why so many people who hate you end up loving you and then hating you again because they can't find a way to make money off of you.
So let me ask you, what was the first thing that you saw of mine that introduced me to you, and how did you feel when you hear it? Because I always hear people when they hear or watch something of mine, their first reaction is, ooh, it's almost like, I can't believe you said that. What was your introduction to me?
Just the way you presented it in the hood, or where black men can't really say nothing. Like, I was a victim of my circumstance. Like, I knew niggas was stupid, but I couldn't say nothing. And it was like a lot of us sit quiet and let stupid niggas say stuff because they violent and you don't want to get into it with them. And so you just a victim of your circumstance. And it's like, it's unfortunate, but when I heard you speak, it's like, damn, this dude's saying everything that I'm thinking. You know, believe it or not, there's so many other people that think the same way. There's so many other people, and it's just fear, you know. You say the opposite opinion, when you say the truth, it's presented as hate. It's presented as something that is not. It should be presented as love. Anybody that's willing to tell you the truth and they don't benefit from it, that's love.
Amen, amen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who this is Kwame Brown, 12-year NBA pro, and a man at this point who says, I don't give a damn, I'm telling the truth. And what brought it out was the passing of Kobe Bryant. And for some odd reason, you guys know the internet. Every day I got to deal with the internet saying stupid stuff, but I don't have to deal with the internet anywhere close to the level in which this man has dealt with the internet people crap for like years. And you never hear him say anything. He's one of the quietest people I've seen. And I think people don't understand the Georgia mentality. They think because we're quiet, we're punks. Or because we don't sit and argue with you that, you know, we're not rah, rah, rah. There's something in a lot of us.
Listen to, like, these guys actually got along. And to see the aftermath is crazy. That's why, like, I always say, like, documentation shows you everything that you need to know. So again, when I have weirdos in my motherfucking comment section underneath my videos saying why I do this, why I do that, because we have proof to explain why I say the things I say. Because of videos like this, these guys seem fun to each other. They had behind the scenes conversations.
Just hold until we just can't hold it anymore, and then it comes out. And then even when you finally went in, you still went in quite calm. But I want you to talk to me a little bit about the thing that happened that brought you into it. People decided to use Kobe's death to bring your name into something, and it was, as I've tried to explain to the audience many times, way inappropriate. One, tell me what made you speak, and two, can you tell us, people who most of us have never even met?
Salute Mike Jones. Hoop Mike Jones. Right, Cache. And he did that online. Straight up called her that. All because he said that she called the cops and he got pushed down on hot cement by the police, which was a reason. That's why when he was coming at Gil with his situation he had with his, child's mother, Gil was like, he had a reason. So, this dude Kwame, he just a mess.
Kobe, what his passing meant to you.
That's what I want to say too. Why would they link Kobe with Kwame? They have nothing to do with each other. These guys weren't around each other, you know. And Kwame, I don't understand why Kwame make it sound like it's an issue, but then again, too, the attention as well. Not saying he is, but because how would you even get that correlation? Those two, there's no link there at all. That's weird. Right. That's because it was a play the whole time, Cache. It was a play.
Well, to me, it was everything about what the memes meant and everything they said. It was just distasteful. It was like it's another example of people with no character that you can't say nothing about because this fake outrage. If people were allowed to be honest with black folk, they would tell us that they don't want to be around us, not because we black, it's because the stupid shit we do. And we all are being lumped into a group because of it. And what Kobe meant to me, he was somebody I would want my son to be like. I tell it all the time. I say this all the time. Him, Floyd Mayweather, and a couple of guys that I see.
Wouldn't you want your son to be like you? You in the NBA, bro. You supposed to be playing at an elite level. Wouldn't you want your son to be like you? But Kobe, looked to as a role model. I dig it. I get what you're saying. But you as well can be a role model as well, because you're a public figure playing alongside with Kobe. I don't know, man. This dude just looking back and hearing this stuff, man, this shit sounds crazy, man. Salute Jerome Biggums. It's back up here cooking. Cache, look, can't make this shit up. You
are attacked the most. If you look at how dedicated they were, I wish I could be as disciplined and as dedicated as a Kobe, as a Floyd Mayweather, as somebody that they're a product of their environment. They don't get everything.
Or as dedicated as a Kwame Brown. He could have used himself as an example, but he didn't even use himself as an example. And he had the same opportunity Kobe had, was a chance to play in the NBA.
Right, they grew up in the hood. They're around killers. They're around thugs because you can't make it out from where you made it from without being around these real people. So Floyd Mayweather, Kobe, all of these guys, I would say I would want my son to be like them over me because they had a little bit extra than me. I had a lot of baggage, and a lot of times people get offended by. One of the things I said in my little rant or whatever you call it was I had to help my mama. And I think a lot of times people overlook that. There's a lot of things, a lot of people go to jail because they're trying to help mama, and I think that needs to be taken more into account. Instead of bashing people for bringing it to the light, you need to take that into account. I was a child in that situation, so I don't care what type of degree you got. I don't care what you got going on. You can't tell me what I saw. So,
same thing with me. I told people I've been working.
It's not the fact that people are trying to tell you what they saw. They're not trying to tell you what you saw or what you experienced. They're telling you what they see when they saw what you did in the NBA. What you put on display for the world to see was what you wanted us to see. What we saw is what you wanted us to see. Nope, nothing more, nothing less. It was strictly basketball. Nobody really knew your personal life, but nobody really wanted to dig into it until you start coming and talking personal information about other people's lives, then that's when people started wanting to tap into yours and to find out you got a lot of skeletons in yours. That's why it's just best to just be quiet, man, and just, like you say, in real life, enjoy life. Go outside for once, actually meet people, have a real interaction with people. You know, work on things for yourself, like, you know, you're socially awkward, you know, really you shy, you just got, you know, you got a lot of things going on, man. Then be worrying about doing this goofy stuff that you do. I'm just saying. Salute David. Salute El Hombre Negro. Yeah, them thugs. Like, he just talk like, who talks like that? Them thug. Like,
since I was 10, and it's always, a lot of us young black men have that thought of, we got to be daddy for mama, we got to take mama out the hood, and it actually takes us away from being able to grow up and enjoy our lives, because we become men way too early. Ladies and gentlemen, we got my man Kwame Brown on the show right now, and I want to ask you this question about what you said versus what I said. And a brother came on the show, I don't know if you know him, Philip Buchanan, played for the Oakland Raiders. He was the #1 draft pick for them as a cornerback. He said on the day he got drafted, his mother sent him a bill for $1 million. He wrote a book about it, about how he, you know, had to get away from his family. Kobe, one of the things that Kobe said was, if you have an opportunity to do anything for your family, what you can do, you don't give them money, you give them opportunity, but you don't give them money.
Yeah,
what is your story?
That's correct. Like, I was depressed for most of part of my career. It's like, you get all this money, you work your ass off, you get to some place, and then now all people see you as is money. And it's like, and the funny story.
now that's not true. Now, we all got family members. We know how family is. So if you was to come across money, you would, if you're a person that's logically thinking and good with your money and know how you're going to go about dealing with people that know that you got money as well, then you should be fine. But to be like saying that right off the back about family. Now, I'm not opposed to the idea of saying create opportunities instead of just giving money. But if somebody's in a squeeze, that you can put them in a better position, because again, it only seems that way, that people only want you for your money if you're the only one with money. But if you create opportunities and helping people build and get money too, and they got money, and if everybody got slice of the pie, nobody's going to have to rely on you to be the resource when they got their own resources. So also, if ever you should fall, you got resources to get you back, to get back to money, so that you become resourceful again. And it'll just be like the gift that keeps giving. So like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody, it's not right until everybody eat around you, basically, you know. Yeah, right. LeBron did it for sure. El Hombre Negro, like, yeah, Stephen A. Go watch the video on my channel. You'll see why Stephen A. was at them colleges. And that's the point that, see, Kwame's upset with Stephen A. because when he had made his speech at FIU, he was one out of the other NBA players that he used as an example as to having an opportunity. Look, we going back to opportunity. You see how this shit always come full surface, y'all? Having an opportunity, but not ceasing a moment and making the most out of that opportunity. And he used Kwame Brown as an example of that. So, ceasing an opportunity and making the most of it, from what we've seen with our own eyes, and used as an example, we can use Gilbert Arenas and all the accomplishments that he did in the NBA. Then you got Kwame, who had the same opportunity, made good money, but didn't apply himself, and we see the result of how his career went in the NBA. That's what Stephen A. pretty much was speaking about, as to it's a difference between stars and superstars. The superstars are the stars that are open in the gym and they're closing the gym. The gym opens up at 8 in the morning or 6 in the morning and closes at like 9 or 10 p.m. They're basically working the operation, the hours of operation. They're shooting jumpers for the entire hours of operation because they get paid to do a job. And to get an increase, you have to be the best at the job that you're getting paid to do.
Stories, I won't say his name, but I had an interesting conversation with a white teammate of mine in Philadelphia. He asked me about what did I buy when I got drafted. And I started to tell him some of the things that I bought. I was proud of it. I'm like, shit, I bought my mama a house. She was on the golf course. I bought all of my brother's cars. You know, I'm taking care of my brothers in prison. You know, I'm doing all these things. And I said, well, what did you buy? He's like, I went and bought stocks and bonds.
Ooh.
My daddy taught me to do this. And I'm like, what? He was looking at me. That was like an aha moment. He was looking at me like, nigga, you gonna be broke. Because you gotta help all these people. And it's like, it's people don't understand, like it's dangerous for you.
And I don't agree with that. Getting a house is not a liability. It's actually an asset. Because it's technically not, if not yourself, but people living inside of the dwelling. The overall picture is you're living inside of a piggy bank where you can take out equity. It's like I said, it's basically a piggy bank. It's a lifeline. So a house is never a liability because you can actually use the value of one property to take that money out of that and put it towards another property to increase the value on that property, to be able to pull the equity out of that to get another one. And that right there is already 3 sources of income. So I don't understand. Salute Lord King. El Hombre Negro. Black man. So why is your screen name Black Man in Spanish? Why is your YouTube handle Black Man in Spanish? And you up here causing all this ruckus.
You as an athlete to have all this money and you around all these sharks.
Ooh.
It's dangerous.
Jeez, and it's like you look at what a lot of brothers have to go through and nobody wants to talk about it. I think his name Tyron Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. His mother showed up with her boyfriend and his sisters at his practice, demanding money from him. They had to get security to take him out. You watch all these brothers, and the first thing they do is they say they got to take care of mama. But you watch Eli Manning, he didn't have to take care of mama. Ben Roethlisberger, they didn't have to take care of mama. But a lot of us end up being that food, and it makes us feel good for a while, because I know that feeling, not to your level, but it makes you feel good for a while. And then, like you said, you get that aha moment. That person walks up to you and says, "You bought what? You did what with your money?" How did it make you feel like afterwards to know, wait a minute, I'd sit up here and think that this makes me the man feeding all these people, but what it kind of makes you is like a fool, because everyone's waiting to be fed. Everyone in my family, I had to cut them off. I literally moved out of Georgia for 7 years. People will tell you I left and went to Arizona because I didn't want to be around them, because people I didn't know, I didn't remember growing up. I never had seen them at any one of my damn games. Now you're here. Now you want something. How did you navigate through that after getting that eye-opening experience from your Philadelphia teammate?
A lot of fights. I didn't learn how conflict resolution till later. So a lot of fights, a lot of arguing, a lot of smoking, drinking, a lot of bullshit. You know, a lot of things that everybody go through.
He ain't say training. He ain't say that pushed me to just work harder, just isolate myself. I had to stay away, clear my head, and I had to train harder and focus on my job as a professional NBA player. None of that smoking, drinking. What, nigga? What? He's telling y'all what he did, y'all. This is his words, y'all. I ain't making this up. Y'all hear it for yourself. So, El Hombre, you hear what he's saying, right? So how can you argue that? How can you argue that? He asked him how he was able to deal with the pressure of family members always ask you for stuff, or just nagging you. Kwame said smoking and drinking. Matt, I was just going to get away to isolate myself, to clear my head and train harder and dive more into my fitness, because I'm an NBA professional. I'm getting paid to do a job that made me work harder. I understand the position that I'm in right now, so I had to block all that out and focus on my career. No, he said smoking and drinking.
Same thing that most celebrities go through. It seems like it's a common denominator that people that are successful, their success becomes their Achilles heel. Michael Jackson, we watched him go crazy right in front of us. We watched people torture this man to the point to where he went crazy. That's what they do to all celebrities. It's like nothing ain't good enough. Oh, you played in the NBA. If you work any other job other than the NBA, then you are this, you are that, you ain't nothing, you broke. It's like really?
Yeah, like
it's like these people are not for real. It's like they minions or something.
Like, here's the thing I dealt with. And I don't know if, again, your level would be different than mine, but I think what the part that bothered me is the more people I spoke to, Tyrese and I, when we spoke about feeling like people don't care about your emotions. They don't care if you're sick. They don't care if you're depressed. They don't care if you're tired. They just want something from you. And people stop viewing you as a person and start viewing you as a check. Did you experience 100%. That?
100%. And it's like, not only that, people start viewing you as a check. It's just like with my unique situation with coming out of high school, it was the first ever that having everybody assume things about you. Everybody assume you dumb. Everybody assume you this. And it's like,
there was no assumptions when people was watching you in high school, man. People had conversations with you. People we heard interviews. how you read, how you was writing. Teachers, they talked. It's documented. You needed help. You needed work. Your comprehension skills. They didn't assume or saying that you was dumb or anything. It's just that that's what people had said because of what you displayed when you was in school. What you displayed once you got drafted in the NBA. And you said you never went grocery shopping for yourself or never did laundry. Couldn't cook. Yeah, I get it. He was a young boy. I get it. But at 19, 20, I knew how to do laundry. I know how to do laundry. Salute, Meaty Riley. Yeah, salute Nario 7. He said he didn't understand the consistency he needed to keep up with being the number one pick. No, he didn't. Because when you're the number one pick, that means you're the top of the list and you are the model player that's going into the draft that should be already NBA ready. A little bit of touch up on the game, but you're still ready to play in the big leagues. Number one draft pick. And Kwame wasn't ready. It's almost like he looked dominant playing against lesser talent than himself. But when it was time, when the lights came on and he playing with the big boys, he looked regular and got exposed. Cache said Tommy seen the big starstruck. In a way, yeah, he did. Like just the way the whole approach. Not saying, it's of course he's being respectful, of course, and but like that's the point I'm making too as well. That to see how it went from this to where it went to afterwards is crazy because how these two guys is talking to each other right now. It's crazy. Salute Crystal Williams. He was a boy playing with men. So was LeBron. How old was? Hold on. See now I love like we got blessed with Google, y'all. Nineteen. LeBron was 19 and was a star his first night. Matter of fact, that's what I should have looked up. I'm going to look up LeBron James numbers his first night. LeBron James. On October 30th, 2003, an 18-year-old basketball prodigy, LeBron James, scores 25 points, grabs 6 rebounds, and dishes out 9 assists, but his Cleveland Cavaliers lost to more experienced. His Cleveland Cavaliers lose to the more experienced Sacramento Kings 106-92. LeBron James, 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists. His first night as an NBA professional as the number 1 draft pick. That's why Kwame don't like him. LeBron was a star his first night. So you can't teach killer instinct. I'm sorry. You can't teach killer instinct. Different positions. Nah, stop trying to justify. Why be them female troll accounts that be coming after me? And I did play in the NBA. I played for Slip and Slide Records. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. Oh, 2 more calls. Oh, Chris, get drunk. This here when you listen to this. So, won't try to give me a break. It'll be I can vibe with. Won't radio start with. With a mind shit. DJ play my shit. I never had set cold. So, I love it. Take it to the house. I play for Slip and Slide Records. What you mean? Shit, y'all saw Trina? Fuck you, me. Fuck you, me. Oh, you can troll all day long. I don't give a fuck. Welcome. Appreciate you watching. Shit. You might pick up some game while you're here. Salute.
I said one thing in the rant that I said, you know, people are getting raped by their own family members, and it's funny how I dated some beautiful women.
This dude always talking about the R word. What is up with this dude always talking about the R word? More projection, y'all. Something happened to this man when he was in his youth. I'm telling y'all. Don't nobody talk about that like at all. Like I said, this guy need professional help, y'all.
You know, some beautiful women that are educated. There's something about me that I attract very educated women. And they have doctorate degrees. They have all these things. And I dated this one girl, and I'm not gonna say her name because she stayed real close to me still. But all she wanted to do at some point is have a baby. She got to a certain age, and she just was like, I'm a doctor and I want to have a baby. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. We arguing, we going through all these things. I'm not having no baby. Like, what are you doing? It was like an accessory. It was like a purse or something. And I'm like, I'm not at the point where I want to have a baby. This isn't it. And she was. And, you know, I was trying to make it happen. I was going to make it happen. But then I just knew that I said, something ain't right. She's always arguing. She's always upset about something. I got to find out what's going on. So then I, you know, visit her family's home or where she grew up. And, you know, she left to go get something from the store. And I was talking to one of her brothers that was cool before she left. And then I guess one of her other brothers came up. And when she came back, she went crazy. She went crazy on me. She went crazy on the brother. So I asked her, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, what the hell happened? And that after she explained it in the hotel and all that, she had got raped by her own brother.
No.
She has a doctor.
This nigga always got some motherfucking story to tell. And oh, phooey. Ah, phooey. I call all phooey. And Miss Good Cookie. It ain't a good cookie if you gotta tell somebody it's a good cookie. If you gotta put that in your YouTube handle, it ain't a good cookie. It's false advertisement. It's false advertisement. Exactly, Crystal Williams. Telling that woman's story proves nothing. This interview is about this blockhead motherfucker. Look at him, man. His head cover up the screen damn near. Yeah, and I think I believe seeing something like that, Meaty Riley, that he admitted it at a younger age. This shit is just deep, y'all, for this guy, man. That's why he sit up here and tell these weak ass stories as if niggas don't know that he projecting.
Doctorate in education. She's a very smart young lady, beautiful, long hair. Everything about her would make you say this is the one. But up here, because of that trauma, she really don't trust anybody. And it's like, so that's why when I started listening to you and things that you said, it was like, damn, even though his delivery is harsh, it's like, he's right. Like, this girl could be the one for any man on paper.
Yep.
But in real life, she fucked up. And you really can't, like, I'm ready to fight her brother, do all this. And I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm ready to, and the crazy thing is, her brother, the way we kind of bonded was, he was a hunter. He had guns. He was showing me different stuff. So I'm like, shit, this is gonna be a shootout. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm finna take these chances. But then her mama was okay with the situation. Her other brother was standing right there, and they all knew this happened.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, damn, this happens over and over again.
Dude, I dated a girl, and I was over her house for Thanksgiving, and I've told them this story a few times. She had,
Yo, like, how did this? What are we doing here? How did we get here? Like, what did we get? Like, what is going on? Like, what is going on right now, y'all? These dudes is telling some wild ass stories right now, man. Lord King, you tell me what you think. Let's have some fun. What you think? Authentic 614. Yes, I do watch Uncle Suge. Lord King, no. I want you to. No, I'm telling you. What you think? Do you think it's a hate camp? Okay, I just started watching you. I'm not trying. No. I'm not saying. Okay. I get what you're saying. You don't know for sure. Okay, so, it's just commentary, jokes. I have nothing personal against this guy. It's just fun roasting his ass and listening to him double talk. And it's documentation. And it's just as entertaining to me as it is for y'all to see this shit. So I figure, why not put it on display and have some fun with it in the process of all that good shit? What do you say? Hey? What you think? We good? Oh yeah, authentic for sure. Yeah, I watch them. Yeah, break. Yeah, the perspectives. It's always good to see different perspectives. It is funny. This is you can't help but to laugh at this shit. Definitely not a hate campaign. Like I don't know him to hate him or hate on him. You know, I just like to see. Oh, yes, man. See, I want to do this. I'm gonna finish this live tonight. But damn, y'all. All right. In the morning. I'm gonna break down the live that he did today. But yeah, cause he did some crazy shit in that live, y'all. This nigga really actually I'm gonna have fun with that shit. I'm gonna really have fun with that shit, yo. Yeah. Love the different perspectives and putting it on display for real. It amazes me, y'all, you know, just the different thought process of people. Mike Jones said, keep roasting his bitch ass. Straight up, man. I'm gonna keep roasting that nigga. Definitely gonna keep roasting this nigga, y'all. Like, look at him, y'all. Yeah, it's all fun. It's all fun. It's definitely all just fun. It's just hard not to roast this dude, man.
This cousin, and they were real close, but then they would argue, and I didn't understand their dynamic. So then she finally tells me the dynamic, that he used to rape her, she said, from the time she was 9 to the time she was 15. And I said, I don't know how somebody raped somebody that damn long. I thought, wow, it sounded like y'all might be in a relationship. But if he was that bad of a person, why was it on Thanksgiving? This nigga was at the house, and like you, now you done got me all hype, and I'm ready to fight this man. I don't know the story, and I don't know what's going on, and that's y'all's crazy family dynamic. And like you said, she would talk to me about having kids, and the next thing you know, we fighting, we fisting up. I ended up going to jail over this girl. She was just nuts. But it's one of those things where we don't realize where people come from, but we look at the package, and the package was beautiful. Like you said, everything about her was beautiful, but inside she was a horribly beaten and broken person. And a lot of us are beaten and broken. Have you come to that realization that every time you bring somebody into your life, you're bringing whatever demons they have with them?
Oh yeah, and that's why I've been reserved. I've been scared to meet people because it's like, damn, if somebody like that have this much going on, and it's like,
see, but that's only a problem to people that's not grounded and standing on something deeply rooted and standing on who the fuck you say you are. If you are who the fuck you say you are, you ain't gonna never have that problem. You're gonna always protect your energy. So regardless of whatever person you meet, and like we all know, we all got some shit with each other. Like that's just what it is. We human. But at the same time, if it's about growing and understanding, one another, then that should be much more easier, especially if we thinking logically and understanding that this life shit is bigger than just us individually, but as a unit it can be so much bigger. But you don't have those issues if you're already grounded. I'm sorry, that's just my mentality. I just I don't see what these guys mean that when you meet somebody bringing on their spirits, and then okay, but listen, and then you also got to be a good judge of character as well. And what I mean by that is, if you know that person has all those kind of spirits conjured up like that inside, and you know how your at peace and your energy's good, don't have that shit around you in the first place. Be around energy where it matches your energy. So therefore, that in itself is already a check off your checklist. You're at peace already because you found somebody that enjoys peace just as much as you do.
Like when I went to the NBA rookie transitional camp, it's like they trained us for abuse. It's like if it was a woman, the shit that they told us in rookie transitional camp, it would have been outrage. They told us if a woman hits you, lock yourself in the bathroom. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I'm a big, strong dude. I gotta lock myself in a fucking bathroom? Are you kidding me? I can do all sorts of things.
Right.
Lock myself in the bathroom. But why can't I just call the cops and get her out of here? No, she could say this. Like, they trained us to take abuse from women.
And you see how that's gotten your boy that just came out, that this girl lied on him and everything. The actor Johnny Depp. I don't know if you noticed. Johnny Depp, the tape came out, she was whooping his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to take it for fear of how it would look, and she still turned on him.
Yeah, I mean that's what goes on every day. Like I tell people all the time, if you have children, like I have children, if I let one child do whatever she or he wants to do, and I have another child and I raise this child up under rules, then that child that I didn't give any rules and guidance is going to become the worst motherfucker in the world. And that's what's happening to some of these women. They learn to manipulate the system. They torture good guys. The only people they can't torture is thugs. That's why they keep fucking them and having babies, because they know they gonna knock the shit out of them and put them in their place. So it's.
And why is he generalizing all women? All women, listen, women got they tight, man. You can't generalize all women and say that they like just go for a certain type of guy. Just your logic of thinking, my guy. So what that mean? That you gonna go and try to be somebody you not in hopes of attracting a woman that likes that particular image? This shit is all psychological, y'all. Y'all hear what this man be saying?
Okay for that to happen because they think they deserve that. Every media outlet, everywhere they go, they need a real man. They need somebody that'll put them in their place. What you mean by that? I can tell you to shut the fuck up, but other than me putting my hands on you, what is it gonna do? I can tell you shut up. Thugs really gonna make you shut up.
Right.
They don't have nobody you can call to fire them, so they gonna make you shut up.
See, and that shit that he talking is bullshit. Again, if you are with or around a woman that respects you in the first place, you're not going to have those issues of them bad mouthing you or talking or just straight up trying to disrespect you if they respect you already because they see that you respect yourself. And you're respecting them because they're a respectable person that holds themselves to a certain respect. People respect you if you respect yourself. Just saying, man.
Ooh, yes, and it is funny that they will claim they, like, you will see songs like Destiny's Child when they said they need a soldier. I don't know what the fuck that mean. Look at who was in the military? I'm not understanding. You need a soldier? What is he doing? And then they're selling this to these young girls, and they will say, you see K Michelle said something like that. I like thugs, and all of them say I like thugs, and what comes with that thugs is usually, I guess, maybe the discipline they didn't get when they were young from a father or a loving figure. Do you think that a lot of these black women have just gotten to a point where they've misconstrued what love is and what, like, that that has made up for this thug who lays down these rules and puts his hand on them, has substituted themselves for the daddy that they didn't get.
Well, I think it's both. I think it's me being a child in that situation. Like, I always yearned for my father. Like, no matter what my mom said, I always yearned for my dad. Like, it was some things that I was in.
Boy, you ain't even hear that question, boy. He was asking about black women, Kwame. Not what you yearn for as a child. What you think you a black woman, Kwame? God damn, he's speaking as a black woman, y'all. Yeah, his comprehension skills is poor, y'all. Like I said in the live stream, where he had got into the whole back and forth with George Macon because he couldn't listen. He heard sound, but he didn't listen. Just like what he's doing right now. He doesn't listen. Now he's telling us he yearned for his father, y'all. Something he rarely says when he speaks about his father. He always speaks about his father in a negative light. But now he's saying here that he yearned for his father at a young age, y'all. This is a rare piece. This is a rare video right here, y'all. I'm sure he said it in other videos, but usually when he's speaking and referencing to his father, it's usually in a negative light. But here he's telling us that he yearned for his father, y'all.
Insecure about that only a man can show me. So I'm not trying to, just bash women. I understand that a lot of the situations that go on is because you can't really work with them. And I wish they would allow us to work with them. But if they would just receive it in a way, and maybe I could present it in a way that I was a child that saw coaches. I saw what really went on in these situations, and they know that it's not nothing strong about being a woman alone with a child. Nobody sees it like that in real life. And they know it. That's why they guard it and protect it with so much venom when you say something different. And that's why the media and everybody, they know women are going to spend their money. They know the kids are going to go to prison. There's research now. You can't, if you're so educated, there's research now that you can show the prison, the pipeline system, all of these things that are negatively affected by you doing this one thing wrong, which is having a child out of wedlock.
Yes, sir. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got my man Kwame Brown on the line, and I gotta ask you one question. You gotta do me a favor because it'll make me feel good. Tell me,
feel good. Pause.
And the audience, either the most memorable, the funniest, or the one that made you think story of your interaction with Kobe Bryant, just the one that stands out with you, since a lot of people are doing their memorial of Kobe. What is the interaction?
Hold on, but didn't he just say earlier in his interview that they was trying to figure out why it was such a weird correlation when he mentioned Kobe Bryant and Kwame, and then Kwame said he don't know why, and Tommy said he don't understand why either. But then fast forward, you asking him a question about a memory he had with Kobe. God damn it.
With you that stood out, that might be the funniest or the most poignant that you had with him?
I remember I was injured. I was real injured for this game. I think we was playing Houston Rockets and they had Yao Ming. I needed to have shoulder surgery and ankle surgery that year. A lot of the time, like, I got a competitive problem. Like, a lot of the times they show you I couldn't dunk a basketball and all this stupid shit. I needed ankle surgery and shoulder surgery in the same season, and I elected to play. You giving me $8 million, might as well. That's how I thought about it, But
so okay, nigga, if you knew your motherfucking ass was broke down, why the fuck would you go out there again You saw the money. You ain't know if your motherfucking ass was gonna pass out, God forbid anything. You just saw the money, and you know that you wasn't 100%. So when they had clips of you trying to dunk, missing dunks, all that stuff you said that was silly shit, yeah, they're gonna hold you to that, bro, because you're saying that you're able to play when really you wasn't. So they're gonna hold you to the standard of as if they're paying you that money. You need to be able to play for that money that they're paying you. What don't you get about that, my boy?
I do appreciate some of these younger guys taking advantage of getting all this money and taking advantage of your body and not allowing teams to use you. But myself, I was like, you know, I was still up under that old system. You just gonna play regardless. And Kobe was like, look, man, I know you got one ankle, one shoulder, but goddamn it, you get me open. Please come out here and get me open. and you see in that video.
Hold on. Why is this nigga capping? Kwame, Kobe did not tell that to you. You know you got one arm and one leg, but he needs you to get him open. You know damn well he ain't say that. When you done sat up there and told that man don't pass you the ball when you wide open. Because you nervous. He couldn't believe his ears when you said that shit.
Matter of fact, he scored 81 that one game, but people forget he went on a tear. He went on, I think he went 7 or 8 games or 6 games where he scored 55 points or more. And I think I was in every one of those games. I was getting them open in every one of those games on one ankle and one shoulder. I was on.
Oh, so now he out there like Bionic Man. He up there setting screens with one arm and one he got one leg and one arm setting screens for Kobe. Hobbling around. This nigga be lying. This dude. So he can run on one leg now? Motherfucking Kwame, boy. Salute Andre Williams.
Anderson, I was on all kind of anti-inflammatories, all kind of things to even walk. My ankle was so big I couldn't even get out of bed. But you have guys like Stephen A. Smith talking about bona fide scrub and he can't dunk. I laugh because, you know, Stephen A. Smith get paid for that.
Yeah.
But and if you would ask Stephen A. Smith, I never came up to him. I never disrespected him. Even when it was some of my guys in the club ready to do him wrong. I'm like, no. That's this man's job. But I think what he did was he created.
He always got a club story. Somebody was there and he either saved their life or you seen somebody life in danger by somebody else. God damn, man. This dude is he's phony baloney. He phony baloney. What the fuck?
A lot of little minion Stephen A. Smith that don't get paid to do so, and they just talking for no reason.
Yeah. How do you feel about the state of talking heads today? Because I know a lot of them were saying, I really actually appreciate, and I don't know how you feel, Kawhi Leonard. I appreciate the fact that he says, I don't really give a crap what y'all say. I'm going to take care of me before I allow you. Because I know you did come up in that era where it didn't matter how hurt you were. They were going to inject you with something and they needed you to play. It was, we need to do it. But the youngsters today, they are changing it. They're taking their days off. They're making sure their body's right. They're bringing their own trainers. Look at what Tom Brady did. Tom Brady brought his own person in. He was not going to let that the team doctor tell him if he's well or not. How do you feel about the power that they've taken back? Do you think that they've gotten softer, as some of these talking heads are saying, or do you think this is something that's way past due?
All I can say is I wish I would have done it. I respect all those young guys that are taking care of their bodies. I would suggest that each and every last one of them get an outside opinion. I remember when Andrew Bynum did it. You know, they were trying to get him to play on one knee. And his cartilage was gone, all this stuff was gone. And he had a guy as a buffer. That's one of the biggest things I regret, is that I wish I had a male influence. I know a lot of people don't like Lonzo Ball, or what is his dad's name? LeVar Ball?
LeVar.
LeVar Ball. People don't get it. That man represents his son. And I hope Lonzo don't fall for the bullshit that they trying to do, because they don't want a man around anything.
Amen.
You notice how they don't talk about Steph and Seth Curry, how a man who got 2 young men to the NBA, they highlight, and no offense to LeBron and his mom, they highlight his mom, show a picture of her in the stands. But if it's my recollection, he did his own thing to get himself to the league.
Damn, this dude be hate. You even hating on the dude, mama? Like she ain't had nothing to do with what. God damn, Kwame, man. And then you said no offense with all the offense. This dude here, y'all.
Yes,
Just
sir.
like I did. And I paid for my shoes, I paid for everything. But Steph and Seth Curry had a different outcome than I did. And they had a man taking care of their stuff. And they don't highlight enough on what men do.
Yeah.
People got mad at me when I said, in one of the videos, I got upset, and I said, in the 9/11, when the Twin Towers got knocked down, there was nothing but men ran into that building. If you make every person not a man, or whatever you want to make them, who's going to defend these women? Real men protect women. Who's going to make sure everything is in order?
Real men protect women, but you just sat up here and bashed down Brian mama. Not even bashed her, but didn't give her credit for being able to help Brian become the person he was to get to the NBA. You talking about Brian did it on his own. Like, god damn, Kwame. Then the way you disrespect black women, and then here you go talking like this again. Content gold.
Because you can't do that without a man.
Yeah, I said that in my movie. I took the shot of the men who they had the plaque, who ran in 9/11 and they died.
Absolutely, I got that from you, by the way.
You seen the movie?
Absolutely, I saw it.
Oh, Kwame a fan. Kwame was a Tommy fan. Kwame was a Tommy Sotomayor fan. I saw that, by the way. You did tell the man he was your idol. You did tell him that. Damn, Kwame. Just been on videos and you just be talking and just saying anything.
Thank you, because I sat there and I said, if you look at this plaque, there's not a female on here. And yet those same men will come home and they can't even get 50-50 custody of their kids. But they throw themselves and we die for women. And it is crazy that we don't get respect. And there's men like you, there's men like me, there's a lot of the men in the pros, there's a lot of men in entertainment. Hell, you look at what they did with Anthony Anderson in the T-Mobile commercial during the Super Bowl. That was a disgusting commercial.
Terrible.
What do you think when you saw that commercial? I was just...
You'd never see a white guy do that. You'd never see a white guy, because they saw their daddy work every day. They saw their daddy go make it happen. You don't... Mama's boy, his mama called him while he's supposed to be in bed with his wife. Called him in the middle of the night. Hey, mama. It's like, what?
And where was she at, though, when she called him?
At the club.
What your mama doing at the club? Your mama in her 60s. She in her 70s, because Anthony in his 40s and 50s. She in her 70s at the club. And they will never do commercials like that. They do the chunky soup commercials with the black players. It's always they mama up in there. They mama getting smart, like Saquon Barkley mama got the players told when they said something. And it's always, I gotta ask you, why do you think they continue to show black women in that angry, disruptive way? And why do black women, in your opinion, accept that characterization?
Because they gotta feel good about something. I think they feel bad. Like, I watched my mom cry. She did that front before she got saved. She did that front in front.
And see, that's not all black women. Again, that is a stereotype that Hollywood does use to portray the black woman in some movies. But just because it is portrayed in movies doesn't mean that a person has to conduct themselves that way. But you know what's so crazy? When you see Hollywood portray black women in that sense, when they do that, that should be also in a reality check for somebody to see that being portrayed that way and see the errors in that, because nothing good ever comes from that. Only more BS. And see, like I said, these guys, you could tell that they haven't came across a kind-hearted person and a person that really actually cares about them, because they're generalizing all black women. And that's just something you just can't do if you never met all black women. I'm just saying. I get it. It's people out here that ain't shit. But it's also people, I think it's just as much people out here that's worth it than the people that ain't shit.
Under the world and act like she was all put together. When my daddy went to prison, and my daddy was a real nigga. He went to prison for 30-something years. He went to prison when
He said my daddy was a real nigga. He went to prison for 30 years. These is your words, Kwame. Your daddy was a real nigga. Wow, Kwame. You up on video. You on video saying that, Kwame. He said your daddy was a real nigga.
outside. He just got out. I think women put on this front in front of everybody, but I had the unfortunate sight of seeing my mom cry. I saw her cry all the time when no one was looking. Plies made the song Crying in the Shower, and I think he was absolutely right.
Gosh.
And, you could tell I'm one of them kids that got my ass whooped a lot because I talked a lot and I asked a lot of questions. So mama whooped my ass a lot.
Yeah, not enough, because you still talking now. And still too much. Telling it all. And we just gonna keep documenting it, bro. So you didn't learn nothing.
So I asked too many questions and I saw too many things, and those things I saw let me know that she's human. And
yo, Trav, bro, you can't make this shit up, bro. This nigga. Oh my God, he don't stop. He don't stop.
I think women feel vulnerable when you see the truth and they don't like it.
I think a lot of us don't know how to process that. And I think it turns us into not very good mates. I always tell women, I'm not a very good mate because, one, I didn't see very good relationships at home. And it's hard for me to treat a woman well if the woman who I looked at as my queen, my everything, I saw her get mistreated by dudes. then why the hell you think I'm gonna treat some strange woman better than how I saw my mom get treated? So yeah, I'm gonna run through you, and I'm gonna repeat this cycle because I almost don't know how to have a solid, loving.
That's not an excuse as well. Okay, so you didn't see that at home growing up. Get it. So being that you understand that that way of life wasn't correct and not right, it's people out here that can help you heal. Again, that's why it takes to have an open mind when you're dealing with different people and room for growth. Just because you didn't see it don't mean you have to become a product of your environment. So he's saying I ain't seen that, so why would I treat some random woman good than if I ain't seen it? It wouldn't be no random woman if you're going about a situation of actually trying to have something real with this person. That's not a random person. That's somebody you're trying to have something with. See, that's what I'm saying, man. These people, what wrong with these motherfuckers?
Relationship with a woman because I didn't see it. But then I started to realize, I think a lot of us black people, I want your opinion on that. Do you think a lot of us just can't make relationships work because we never saw a working relationship? All we saw was dysfunction?
Gosh.
No, I think a lot of us.
And that's not just black people, bruh. That's all, any race can sees dysfunction. That's not just black people. And not everybody sees dysfunction. People see healthy relationships. People that see damaged relationships coming up, they go through life and experience things to be able to help them grow to have healthy relationships. They take that as fuel to help them go have healthy relationships because they know what the ugly side of it looks like. They're not talking about nobody in particular. They're just generally speaking, but it's generally speaking that bliggity black community stuff, y'all.
Like, the reason why I think men should be around is because when I was 11 years old, I had a 17-year-old girlfriend. And when that 17-year-old girlfriend wanted to have sex with me, my 22-year-old brother said, "You better have sex with her."
Oh my God. When he was 11 years old, he had a 17-year-old girlfriend, and his 22-year-old brother told him he better have sex with her. When he said that he was 11 years old and his girlfriend was 17 years old, Tommy Thompson, like that's some player shit. What? What is wrong with these guys? Man, this some crazy shit right here, y'all. This some crazy shit right here, y'all. Kwame up this bitch lying like a motherfucker. Always talking about underage motherfucking children, y'all. Always got an underage story. I don't know, y'all. The proof be in the pudding. We hearing it, y'all.
So then they put me in a room and try to make me have. I'm 11 years old. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So you put me in a room and say, "Are you gay? You better have sex with this girl." And a lot of times, a lot of situations are forced upon young black men. Like I said, I got picked on for reading. I got picked on for being a virgin.
He got picked on for reading. He got picked on for being a virgin. Listen to what this nigga is saying, y'all.
A lot of things we pick on people for doing the right thing.
But don't you think that's the dysfunction of us not knowing? Because when I was 10 years old, there was a girl who was 25 years old who literally pushed me down on the couch.
Oh my God.
Pants down, started giving me oral.
Oh my God. Now here he go, 10 years old, and he had a 22-year-old want a fucking woman. Oh my God, man.
Sex and tried to have sex with me. I'm 10 years old. All I want to do is watch He-Man. I knew nothing about sex. I ended up running out of the house. I told that story as a 33-year-old man. When I was 33, I told that story first time publicly. Do you know the majority of men told me I was a faggot because I didn't like it?
My brother told me that. My brother laughed at me when I told him that a girl.
You know how many men told me I was a faggot because I didn't like it? What, man? This dude tripping, man. What the fuck wrong with these guys, man? Y'all, these dudes tripping, y'all. These dudes tripping, y'all. I'm sorry. All he wanted to do was watch He-Man. These dudes funny, man. I'm just saying. And again, I'm not laughing at the situation because I understand the situation can be serious and psychologically damage people. But it's just funny hearing these guys just piggybacking off of each other with all these elaborate stories.
I was same year, 11 years old. Girl pushed me to the gate, made me suck her titties, do all that. She was big.
Oh my God! Man, get the fuck out of here. Same story, 11 years old, girl pushed you in the gate and made you suck it. Man, what? God damn, man.
Old woman too, but she do all kind of stuff, but I won't say her name, but she know who
all
she
this
is.
soft porn shit.
She made me do all. It was two of them, two big blocks.
Now it was two of them. 2 bit blocks. All this kitty stuff they talking about.
Big body
All
broads.
kind of stuff, and it's like my brothers laughed at me, and it's like, nigga, like I didn't know nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that happens all the time. But I will say, when my father was in the home, it was structured.
Thank you.
I don't give a damn how tall you were. If you was old enough.
Y'all heard him, right? When his father was in the home, it was structured. Listen to how he talks about his father, y'all. That we don't normally hear him talking about his father in this kind of light. He said when his father was in the house, it was structured.
To put your arm out like this, he had you carrying some wood. He had you doing something involving work because he let you know you can't stay here free. Mm. And I think a lot of times little kids see their mamas laying around on couches, not doing anything. Everything's still paid for. Everything's still taken care of. And you can't let little boys see that. That's the worst thing you do is let young men see that because they don't know the ideal of work.
Mm. This is really sad, ladies and gentlemen. We got Kwame Brown on here, former #1 draft pick in the NBA. Now, let me ask you, I heard you talk about the one and done people. How do you feel about one and done versus going straight to the NBA? Because I honestly think they don't have a problem with white boys when they go straight to the straight to Major League Baseball out of high school. They never try to stop that. They don't stop the tennis players, which is mostly white. They don't try to stop the hockey players, which is mostly white. How do you feel about the one and dones? Do you believe they should let more players do like you, or do you think college is necessary?
Well, they're about to lift that ban because they can't make that excuse no more. Your top players are guys out of high school.
Yep.
Or either one and done guys. I mean, they didn't learn nothing going to school for 6 months. They didn't learn anything.
Right, like what the fuck was Zion doing on campus? Seriously, what was he doing on campus for 6 months?
Getting drunk and having sex.
Come on, y'all. Y'all hear these niggas, man? Kwame don't even know Zion. Getting drunk and having sex. How you know that, man? How you know that man won't training to be, again, training to become an NBA professional, to get drafted by the Pelicans? No, he wasn't thinking like you, Kwame. This dude made it in the league and he's flourishing. Even took the constructive criticism and slimmed down. And that added more accent to his game.
That's it. The basketball part is gonna take care of itself.
Yep.
You know, I'm a release what happened with me in my book. Like I said, I never complained. I never did none of that. But you've never seen a number one pick with the minutes I played and the things that in the situations that I've been in. They're unique situations. So to say that I'm something.
Yes, we have. We seen LeBron James. What is this man talking about? LeBron James, man.
And that has never been able to be measured up against something else is weird. I don't think I can ever would have measured up to somebody's goal post that they set for me for being a number one pick, because Michael Jordan wasn't the number one pick. So if he wasn't the number one pick and he's the best ever.
Damn, now you taking shots at Jordan. What Jordan got to do with you, Kwame? We all know Jordan want the number one pick, so now you find out. Now you trying to make it seem like you have one up on Jordan because you was the number one pick. Well, still, look at the careers. You try to use that one up on people that you was the number one pick, but their careers end up being better than yours. That argument shuts you down every time. The careers is not the same.
You better be motherfucking God out here on the court. Otherwise, we don't want to hear nothing from you. So,
like when they were talking about you, I said, "Do you understand Kobe, who y'all are telling me about? I think he was the 13th or the 14th pick out of high school, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And you were number one. You were number one. That's something that no matter who they are, every year is only one person can say that. When you talk about yourself, and I know you said it right there, you said bust life. How does it make you feel, honestly, when people say that? Because I don't know how a 12-year NBA veteran is a bust. Maybe I'd understand in a year, but 12 doesn't sound like bust to me. How does it make you feel when they use their measuring stick to measure what your life was supposed to be?
I don't feel anything. That's what I tell my kids. It's like, people gonna say whatever. If this is a free country like we say it is,
Yeah, he do. He feels something. That's why he felt the need to name his brand Bus Life, because that's what people called him, a bus. He didn't call himself a bus. People called him a bus. And he tried to take that word and flip it, to brand it, to make it seem like I'm not a bus, but I'm going to name it Bus Life, but live the complete opposite of a bus life from somebody that went from being a bus to a success. No, that ain't going to work. Nah.
you gotta let people say stupid shit.
If he didn't think he was a bus, why would he name his brand Bus Life? God damn, man.
And you know, you can't do nothing about that. Any person of substance, any person of means, you're gonna have opposition. And you're gonna have people going against you. So you gotta have that cool demeanor. Like I stay calm, but then I get I get a little different. So I really ain't worried about what nobody's saying. Like I know who I am. Like, you know, like I said, in my video, I ate too much government cheese and too much free lunch. I know where I came from. Mm-hmm. And what sad part about it is I wish more educators, more people. I saw you talking about Dr. Boyce Watkins or whatever.
Boyce Watkins, call it.
Look at that shit, y'all. Taking digs at Boyce Watkins for no reason. All because he said that you was a man boy. Way before people figured out your game. Or people figured out your game. Some people figured out your game. But he saw right away that you was a man boy. And you had the thought process as a boy in a man body. You ain't like that very much. That's why you taking a dig at him.
Right, it's Boyce Watkins.
And I used to listen to him a lot. You know, I was come up under that era where women always tell you, be the educated guy. And I think a lot of these guys now, they found a lane to get a degree or whatever else to just sound educated, but their words mean nothing.
Empty.
I had a girl that argued with me, telling me I'm African, I'm from Africa, and this is and that. I said, how is that going to help that little young brother that can't even afford a fucking ticket to Africa?
What?
That's not going to help him, you telling him he African. It's not going to help him telling him a bunch of historic shit. It's not going to help him. What's going to help him is you could tell him a couple of things that he can do different in his life that will help him out. Like, don't have kids out of wedlock. If you want to get an education, get you an education or learn a trade. However you want to figure it out, but you got to do something different. You can't just sit here and think one way. Like I tell people all the time, I live in Fairburn, but there's a bunch of different ways to get downtown. I'm not going to tell you your way is wrong. We're just going to get downtown. We're going to get to the same fucking place.
Oh my
but
God.
You know, a lot of people got so much ego. They got these degrees and they got all this shit and they frustrated. That's why they asking for bailouts on their fucking degrees and they bailouts on their all the money that their salary made that they owe for all these degrees and all this shit that they got.
Yes, sir.
Talking about
That's
that.
why I got mad when they tried to tell the black players they must need degrees. I was like, y'all not telling them white people that. Y'all didn't tell Steve Jobs that. Y'all didn't tell Bill Gates they need a degree because neither one of them got a degree.
I'm black,
they
y'all.
got a skill.
I'm black, y'all. I'm bliggity, bliggity. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm bliggity, bliggity. I'm black, y'all. Yeah, I went to the store the other day and I went to go grab me some cereal. And the dude I was on the sidewalk talking about some excuse me, nigga. And I said, what's wrong with you? I'm trying to get the cereal. He said, well, you said excuse me. I said, this kid, excuse me. You ain't move. You wouldn't talk to me if I was a white man. I bet if I was a white man, you would have got out my way. That's how they talk. That's their logic.
Came what they were, and it's like they're only telling those basketball players that, but when you're a black person and you go to school and high school and you graduate and you go work at Walmart, I've never seen one of those white people pull over that black person and says, you know what, we're going to stop Walmart from hiring you until you get a degree. No, they let that happen. So it's like they put a kibosh on certain things and not the others. Ladies and gentlemen, we're with my man Kwame Brown. Listen, I got to have you come out here because I didn't know you was an avid gun guy. But for everybody who knows me, I'm a crazy gun guy. Like
I damn sure am.
I'm a nutty gun guy. I got 44 mags. I got 58.
Kwame done put the gun on camera. God damn, Kwame.
I got SW 500. I let Brittany Griner, I don't know if you know her, play for the Phoenix Mercury when I played out when I lived out in Phoenix. She came out with me to shoot, And I let her shoot that 50, and as big as she was, that cake was real. she couldn't take it. So I'm gonna have to take you out with me. Sometime I gotta take you out there and I gotta let you just shoot them and see what you can do with them big boys that I got. But I want to know from you. You talked about Donald Trump and how blacks tend to want to blame Trump. They want to blame the white man, but they never look at themselves. When you think about that, can you tell us real world experiences in which you saw that and what made you speak out about that specifically?
Because it's like I live around you, like I see you every day. Like I said, like I'm not these white people. I know you in real life. It's people that do the business of doing nothing about their own outcome every day, and then they sit and blame somebody else. I try to get 50 men together and go down to the local election and let's vote. And every time I try to set it up, they look at me like I'm crazy. Oh, them white people, what they say, them crackers ain't gonna change nothing. They don't mean nothing. I'm like, dog, in the local election is how you really affect change. That's how you really affect change. They keep telling you to argue about Trump. Everybody who mad at Trump keep talking about the same thing. The go-to point is, he said he grabbing women in the pussy. And I said, dog, that's a recording of this shit, man. One thing about people like me is that you can't just say something if it's a recording of it. And the recording said, I'm so famous that these women will let you. That's a consensual thing after they let you. And now me being the #1 draft pick in the Rouse store in DC, matter of fact, in Virginia, in the Rouse store in Virginia, I had a mother and her daughter, who I thought was her little sister, came up to me. I had pimples on my face and everything. She came up to me and she said, "Ooh, you Kwame Brown. You so fine. You can have me and my daughter."
Oh my God. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. This nigga. He going out his way to tell all these stories like he really was macking and relaxing. Boy, if you don't get your motherfucking... This nigga here, y'all. What the fuck? Y'all hear this clown? This nigga here, boy. Y'all hear this clown? All right, y'all. Brief intermission. I'm about to get a refill on my Simply's lemonade, and I'm gonna go get me some cookies. Brief intermission, y'all.
I told my bitch that I'll be back, I gotta make me a run. If I say that I'ma do it, then it's gon' get done. Bitch, I work too hard for you to play with my name. Cold game off the top while I'm collecting my funds. My seat back, I'm in and out of lanes cruising. I got some Henny in my cup, or residue say. She rollin' killer at the crib while I'm moving. When I get back, it ain't a question that we groovin'. Yeah. Bitch, I told you once before, it ain't no playing with me. Try it on another nigga who know ain't nothing like me. If them hoes still talking, let them hoes talk. Get your money, play the cut, they tryna get caught. It's a price on anything, even pussy. That's why I need a full payment for your cookies. My bottom bitch, she understand she ain't a rookie. She collect my money too and bring it to me. I was blessed with a mouth where I put hands on the floor. Soak up all this game, G, let it sit and get pores. If they hate, let them hate, they gon' hate to the core. Instead of hating, get some paper and don't look for rewards. She stuffing all that killer in a raw cone. My way on chill, coolin' in another time zone. Every time I write something, I be mind blown. It makes sense, a nigga gotta set the right tone. I told my bitch that I'll be back, I gotta make me a run. If I say that I'ma do it, then it's gon' get done. Bitch, I work too hard for you to play with my name. Cold game off the top while I'm collecting my funds. My seat back, I'm in and out of lanes cruising. I got some Henny in my cup or residue, say. She rollin' killer at the crib while I'm moving. When I get back, it ain't a question that we groovin'. Yeah, keep it G, that's the way to be. When you moving free, bitch, please better have my money when you come to me. Got it honest, pimpin' in my blood, it ain't hard to see. Driving slow with my seat back, playing sugar free. She know I got a fine taste for some chocolate, but money tastes better gone in my wallet. I catch a nap on the spot, Rasheed Wallace. Then waking up to the grind, being honest. I need my motherfucking ends. I need that right now, love, let's not pretend. Since you are on, baby, put on your friend. Tell her she is worthy of making me ends. Say it ends twice cause I love the money. Staying away from all the snakes cause they moving funny. Little bitch, Steph ain't never been a dummy. Say the tears, so I'ma need all my money. I told my bitch that I'll be back, I gotta make me a run. If I say that I'ma do it, then it's gon' get done. Bitch, I work too hard for you to play with my name. Cold game off the top while I'm collecting my funds. My seat back, I'm in and out of lanes cruising. I got some Henny in my cup or residue, say. She rollin' killer at the crib while I'm moving. When I get back, it ain't a question that we groovin'. Yeah.
All right, bet. Back up in this bitch. Back up in this motherfucker. All right, we back. Salute to the chat. Brief intermission, y'all. Salute Crystal Williams. Salute Trav.
So then Donald Trump is absolutely right that there's a certain select group of women, groupies, hoes, whatever you want to call them, that they will let you grab them in the pussy based on what you do and how much money you make. So to say that that's not true, you just ain't made no money yet.
I tell the story all the time. Me, Mikey Moore, and Jerry Stackhouse.
Thank
We
you,
were in Detroit,
Cache.
and
My dog, Jerry Stackhouse, that's my dog.
yeah, we were in Detroit, and it was when he played in Detroit, and went to the game with him, and went to the after party with him, and the after party was in VIP. I didn't play with him at all. I didn't play no ball. I didn't play ball like that. I played in college, but that's it. In the VIP though, they knew those were the Pistons. The girl who was there was this one girl. I had never seen a girl that fine. Body was just crazy. She thought I was one of the players. Because I was working at IBM at the time, my hotel was one of them double deckers that was out there.
Man, hell no. Tommy don't look athletic at all. They did not confuse this man with no damn player for the Pistons. Tommy looked like he a scrub in basketball. Lying like shit again. Yeah, they up here trying to tell each other stories and one up each other on who had craziest stories. And both of these motherfuckers doofy.
In Troy, upstairs, downstairs, loft, lights. So she thought I was one of the players. She went home with me. She did some of the craziest shit to me off the strength of she thought I was one of the players. And I just remember saying, man, this got to be great. Like I would get caught up because she thought, well, he might be the 12th man or the 13th man. It don't matter. He got some money.
You could be the coach or assistant. You could be the water boy. You could be the goddamn guy that washed the towel.
After the Warriors won, it was me, Mike Brown. We were in Vegas. Literally, Mike Brown, and you know Mike Brown. It was women all on him because they know he was one of the assistant coaches, and it was just funny to watch. And we got that video where we are partying and that, and I'm literally in between 3 chicks, just all on me. And I took those 3 chicks back to the hotel with me. Didn't know anything else about them that day, and it's scary though. What scared me is like, how can you have something that easy? And I remember when dating was more, you had to work, and now I don't have to work. Like you said, I love that part when you said, I walk around in my Dickies or my camouflage, and I can take your bitch.
I got on right now.
Man, bullshit. That motherfucker's a bumpkin. No talk game, no kind of game. How? Take who, bitch? This dude, man. These boys up here trying to one up each other.
I told him I don't dress no more. I don't have to.
Man, he did wear Gucci, Louis, Prada. She still designed the fucking celebrity. That's what they keep telling her. So she gonna do it anyway.
Right.
I played with 3 legends, 4 legends really, and one of the legends I say is Rasheed Wallace, but I won't say no names who did what. But I saw a girl drop down to her knees in the middle of a club to a gentleman I was with. That's a legend. She said, "Please let me give you fellatio. I'm gonna be nice because I'm on your platform." She said, "Please," and of course he didn't do it. He walked past. He like, but this is somebody's mama. This is somebody, daughter.
Mm-hmm.
This man played good at basketball. She said, "Please let me do my thing." But then now when Donald Trump said that because he's white, he racist, or because that's stupid.
Yeah, and
that don't make no sense.
And the world sees
You're not following the logic behind that. Anybody who got money don't have no problem getting no woman.
Yes, and that's what is scaring me about the era. But we look at what Donald Trump has done for black folks. The unemployment for black males, the lowest it's been in a while. There's nobody out here struggling because, like you said, them hoes got enough time to be on Instagram fucking with you, be on Facebook fucking with you, be online fucking with anybody else. So they got some money from somewhere. Why do you think black folks are mad at a man when they're living probably more comfortable than they've lived in the past 10 years?
That's a good question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just think, people.
Kwame didn't hear nothing that nigga Tommy asked him. Kwame don't even think on that surface level of thinking. He could have just simply said because the opportunities that Donald Trump has provided, with the small business loan, PPP loan, he could even just said that. This dude, Kwame, man.
People mad at me right now. Like, man, how can you denigrate a whole group of people over a personal thing and this, and that? I'm like, I said, man, you must didn't look at the video. I said the people who passed around this meme. I said it specifically to a certain group of people. And then I talked about women that I've been around. I said the women that I've been around, and I talked about my childhood. But you can clearly see other women have kids by other men. So that would be a reflection of the same thing that I'm saying. So you got to let the children that's in these situations start telling the truth. They are telling the truth through their rap songs. Tupac said it the best.
Oh my God.
And I think you said this. Even though you was a crack fiend mama, you always was a black queen mama. No
Oh,
father
my
has ever
God.
gotten the benefit of the doubt.
Like that nigga can't be on no crack and still be
Yeah.
no king.
You can't even miss a game as a daddy. Like it's crazy, and you got Congress women telling men to sit down and shut the fuck up. If that had been the other way around, it wouldn't have been no Congress. They would have fired every man in Congress. Like that's crazy. Then you got this fat big bitch talking about people, all black men cheat. I was like, what in the fuck?
And kept her job.
She kept her job. And everybody that cheat on your big ass, you ain't did a shit up in 10 years. Who the fuck want a big wheel?
And he's sitting up disrespecting people. This dude is going crazy, y'all. But be the first person talking about respect.
The beast. I know ain't no body shame. I'm sorry.
Yes,
But
body
people
shame.
shame me all
Fuck
the
that.
time.
If they can wallet shame us, they can height shame us, they can color shame us, they can all
Black
kind of
shame
shame
my ass. They
us.
tell me I'm too black.
Right, I done heard it my whole life. I'm blacky, smoke, crispy, like all kinds of crap from your own people. But I'm supposed to feel like, I can't date a white woman, but you can date a white man, and then get on TV and say black men cheat as if
That nigga Tommy looked like he looked like evil Anthony Hamilton. That's evil Anthony Hamilton, y'all. That nigga Tommy look crazy than a motherfucker. He don't even look the same no more now. He looks sick now. Hell going on. And Kwame, his old water jug head ass, lost in a sauce.
white men didn't invent that shit.
Right. Serena Williams, white husband. Nobody, no black man said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck who she date. That's her business. That's why I said on my other live, I said, man, y'all keep up with the Kardashians better than you keep up with your own children. It's crazy. It don't make no sense. Every TV show you watching, reality TV, that's scripted. How does that make fucking sense? I know I'm the dummy. I know I ain't educated. You watching reality scripted TV and you smart.
And get up every day to do it. Like you said, I've watched these people. They know everything about my life. They know everything about your life. I remember I was told I can't say the truth because, well, you got kids out of wedlock and your mama had you out of wedlock. What do you think about that constant trying to find reasons why this person can't speak the truth and that person can't speak the truth? When it doesn't matter who's speaking the truth, I thought, as long as it's true. Why do you think they do that? They will pick and choose. Like, they will pick you apart to say you can't say what you're saying.
Well, when my math teacher taught me the KISS method, what she said it was keep it simple, stupid. I think to keep it simple, they just mad at you because you tell them the truth. It's the truth.
Oh,
Ain't nothing else you can't argue a fact without outrage. You got to get mad.
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing you can say other than that that's gonna make sense. You got to get mad and turn it into something else.
And I always say that because the thing is, if you accept the truth, with accepting the truth comes, you have an option now. You will either change or you don't. Yeah. You can't do anything else. So for them to not work means that, well, if I deny the truth, I don't have to fix anything. Because once you say, your car doesn't work because it needs a new battery. Nigga, you get a battery or you get an Uber, but you can't deny it now.
Right.
If you deny it, you can say it was somebody else's fault, somebody didn't do something, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, and you can sit there and debate it, but never have to work at it. And from a man who had to work as a young kid, because this doesn't make sense. I don't think anybody can understand what you dealt with in real life. We deal with playing either the game of life or Monopoly, to be perfectly honest. You at a child, 19, 18, offered the amount of money that the majority of people who've worked for 60, 70 years till they die will never make. How did you deal with that? And how have you gotten to the point where you are to the point where you see life in this manner? Because you were playing with monopoly money. You were in a world that none of us will ever be able to speak on or deal with. How did you get to this place where you're this grounded?
Well, the place that I got where I was grounded was before basketball. Like, I had a grown man teach me. Like, when my brothers went to prison, the back end to that story was there was a 70-year-old man that was still working in a green truck named Mr. Mosley. He had no teeth in the front. And he told me the truth. And more kids need to hear the truth. I had to imagine a 14-year-old sitting on the porch. He told me the truth. He said, let me tell you something. Your brothers went to jail. Nobody give a fuck. He told me just like this. Nobody gives a fuck. He said, these men will come around and have sex with your mama. When she needs something, they will come do whatever. You got to.
God damn, every time you tell a story, somebody got to get fucked on. This dude, Kwame Brown, is a sexual deviant. He can't tell no story if somebody ain't getting fucked on. God damn.
Decision to make. You can cry and bellyache, or you can figure something out. And I said, I want to figure something out. Tell me how to do it. He said, I got to go to work. And I go to work every day between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. He said, I'm not going to tell you the time that I'm going to stop. He said, I'm not going to tell you the time that I'm going to come by your house. He said, but I'm not going to stop. He said, if you're not out on that porch from 5:30 to 6 a.m., if I don't see you and I roll by, I'm going to leave. And then you know your mama ain't going to get nothing. And she'll be left to what you know she's going to be left to. And right there, that made me a man.
God, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, we are with Kwame Brown, from former NBA first-round draft pick right out of high school, when many of us were drafted straight to Chick-fil-A right out of high school. Nigga, I was drafted to fries at McDonald's, bitch. No, but
I worked at McDonald's too, though.
No, but that's what people don't understand. Like, people looking at me, I said, do you understand that even in college, I had to do some of the crazy stuff just because my mom, who was a single mom, she had not a dime. When I got ready to go to college, I told her, go to Georgia Tech. She said, congratulations. I don't know how you're going to get there. 18 years of child support from my dad, not a dime left over, not a penny left to get me anywhere. What do you think about these women? I know you spoke about it, about these women putting these men on child support. And there was a meme that went around. I don't know if you saw it, but it's the sickest meme I've ever seen. Although logically it kind of makes sense, which is fucked up too.
These dudes up here, women bashing like a motherfucker. God damn. They keep blaming women for everything. Water's so good for the soul. But it's like a woman bashing sequence, y'all.
The woman said, why have all your children by one man when you can have all your children by several men and get a big chunk from each one? Because if you have a bunch of children by one man, every time he gives child support for them, it's going to get lower because it's only one source. Logically, what she's saying does make sense. You get a full check from each man. Emotionally for the children, stability-wise for the kids, because I remember growing up with me and my brothers, we would argue. One of our daddies was black as hell, one of our daddies was broke as hell, one of our daddies was ugly as hell. The sad part is my daddy was all three of them, but that's neither here nor there. But the point is, why don't these women understand the damage that's being done, especially to men like us? Because we got to figure out how to be men on the fucking fly because there wasn't one there.
I mean, to me, it's like they don't care. They're being incentivized to do what they're doing. So why would they care? They don't care. Like,
salute Michael.
There's no
Byrne.
backlash to a woman having a child. There's no
salute Sucker
There's
Free.
no nothing for a woman doing anything that we do. there's no accountability is the word that I'm looking for. So it's like, what do you mean that I'm not a queen? What do you mean? It's like we could do the same exact thing. I know they complain about how we can have sex and we could be called a man and they could be called a whore. But if we have sex and we have a baby, that's a whole different story.
Yep.
We have no rights. We have no nothing. And like you said, there's no accountability with the money. There's no accountability with anything. Men are we're just cash crops, I guess.
And it's a sad situation that we have to go through this. If there was something that you could say to women, because people think that you and I, or people like us, hate women. And that's not the case. It's just you get to the point where, with me, I got to the point where I realized I still get to fuck them if I tell the truth. So I don't have to lie. There was a time when I was young, I was like, well, if you lie to them, that's how you get them. And I said, they don't give a shit. If I still got what I got, I can say what I want. They still fuck. So I start telling the truth, not because I'm trying to use them, because I want them to be better, not even just for me, but for other black men and other people society-wise. What is it that you would like for women to take from any of the things that you've said when you go on your rants or just do videos? And if you guys haven't went and followed him, make sure you look up Kwame Brown on Facebook. I'm telling you, his rants and talks are just regular talks, not even just a rant. The brother is very deep, which is something I'm glad you pointed out, that a lot of people say, well, he came straight from high school, but he might not be very intelligent. And I'm listening to you sound way more intelligent than brothers who claim they got that 4-year degree. What is it that you'd like to be able to convey to those women that they may not understand when they first hear you?
That people are pimping them. The people with their 4-year degrees and all this other stuff, they're pimping them. Like, the pimping game ain't dead. Like, the pastors.
Hey, Michael Ben said Kwame Brown looked like Daffy Duck with his beak shot off. He do though. When you look at him, y'all. Right, sucker free. They bashing their own moms. Michael Ben, exactly. When Tommy was his hero, like, you see the admiration in his face. Look at him. He glowing and shit. Like, he. This dude right here is. Excuse me. Can't make this shit up, Cache. These men is terrible, man. Look at these motherfuckers. Kwame sat there and studied this man.
And everybody, they're just using these women because they know they spend money. They keep the kids in the most horrible situations. They keep the kids in disarray. And when you have kids not settled without a foundation, a father, me, when I don't have money, motherfucker, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't spending nothing. We ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Motherfucker, you gotta deal with it. A woman, somehow, she's gonna try to find Pookie and Ray Ray. She gonna be out willing and dealing. She gonna be doing her thing to make something look like something, like a mirage that's not really the case. And man, I'm just not willing to do that. If I don't got it, I don't got it. And I think society placates to.
That nigga cap like a motherfucker. He spent every day on live trying to show us that he got it. What did he say? Showboaty? Crystal can't make this up, Crystal Williams. This is Kwame Brown.
Or is that because women are sensitive? Men, we are not sensitive. And I think if there's one thing that I can say to women is just please just start working with the baby daddy. Whoever you had a kid with, stop having a kid. Because majority of kids, and I know society say women are all this stuff, a lot of these women are just having kids for money.
Yep.
And if we would stop that, if you would make it 50-50, then these women wouldn't be having kids.
Nope.
They would. It wouldn't be the blessing that they try to make it seem. It's a blessing because you getting this nigga money.
Yep.
It ain't a blessing if you wasn't getting this nigga. Ain't no nigga feeling like this kid's a blessing.
Right, that's what I told them. It's a blessing to you. It's a bill to me. I told them, I said today, and they got mad. I said, the majority of men, yeah, we'll fuck you raw. But if we had the same power that a woman have, I'd say 60% to 70% of the kids who are alive today wouldn't be alive.
I'll put that patch on my ass.
Nigga.
I slap that bitch. I would have put that fucking patch on. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have put it on my ass, my bone, every damn thing else you would find. Shit me. I'll put that patch on.
Oh,
they strong on me.
They said walk around with a patched bodysuit, just all patched up.
Man, I'm putting it in with the patch on.
But it is sad, but I think men would be more responsible if we had that ability. I think that's why they won't give us that ability, because they know, yeah, we understand it feel good when I'm in it. But as soon as I get through, I'll be like, ooh,
But Tom, you gotta understand something. Do you know the ugly truth that would be exposed if they give men the same options as women?
What's that?
They're not gonna do that. That would be, there would be women lining up in the street crying, like I said on my video. What a lot of people didn't want to take accountability for is that what I said was true. There was a government shutdown. I can't dictate who do what and go where. I rolled by, I saw this shit. It was wrapped around the goddamn corner in the parking lot. If you made it 50-50 where a woman had a child and they can go to jail for the same thing we go to jail for, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you'll need 10, 20 prisons in every city for women.
Your Wright Street would be, they'd have to put women over there in Wright Street. They'd be all in Gwinnett jail. They'd be a South over in DeKalb jail. It'd be full of women, because women aren't held to the same fucking standards that men are. They don't even, and I said, what's messed up is I did a video and the man said, you know, women have the option to, if they don't feel like they can raise the child, they can leave it at the fucking fire station. They can leave it at the hospital. A woman who gives her kid up for adoption, nobody ever says, you a deadbeat mom. You didn't give a dime to that kid. Mm-hmm. Man walks away from a kid, they killing him. Even if he paying the child support, they still kill him. You a deadbeat. That kid needs you. And it's like, well, what about these women who able to just willy-nilly kill a baby because they want to? So if you didn't lay down with Kwame Brown, if you laid down with me, you know you ain't gonna get no really big check. So you fuck around and you have an abortion. But you lay down with Kwame, you having that motherfucker. It don't matter if you knew him for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that shit over with. Now don't tell them women that now. That shit over with.
Said them days are past.
That shit is a blast for the past. That shit over.
That's what it seemed like, that cachet that these men is jealous of, that they not women. He talking about what will happen when men get the same right as women, because women can do this, women can do that. Like, boy, what the hell is wrong with these men?
Nigga, they know it's a savings account. They trying to get into that. They trying to get into that motherfucking pension check. They trying to get it.
I ain't take it yet. I'm waiting. I'm 50. I can take my shit. I'm gonna be the best looking 50-year-old nigga you ever seen.
But if you
that's what's crazy. It's like so many people talking. It's like, listen, I got it figured out. I don't want to sound like that, you know. But I got it figured out. I've been had it figured out. Like I'm not the guy to do all that arguing. Like I know what I'm gonna do in a stressful situation. So I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm trying to get the fuck away from you. So it's like when I see all these dudes belly aching and crying, and I see all these women crying and all this Trump shit, it's like, damn, when I see you not taking the steps, like, yes. You don't got no goats in your yard. You don't got no chickens. You don't got no hens. You ain't doing nothing but talking about.
Oh my God. Here he go again with this shit. No chickens in your yard. What the fuck? If you ain't doing what Kwame doing, you ain't on shit. Same bullshit, y'all.
Somebody that ain't talking about you, I don't respect that. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm from the era, like when that old man told me the truth. I ain't gonna say that old man, that Mr. Mosley told me the truth, and I respected that. I felt like he loved me at that moment. He told me the truth. So when I try to tell people the truth, like, oh, if that's what you're saying is what's going on, then you need to be doing this. Then if you're not doing that, I don't want to hear nothing else you're talking about.
It's a question.
We don't do that as a culture. We don't do that.
It's a question I always want to ask you. Nigga, how do you stay at the Holiday Inn? You know them beds is too small. What's happening? How do you get it? Like, because you got a different problem than most of us have. Like, simple shit we take for granted, like walking through fucking doorways. Like, how was that? What was it when Kwame decided that I shot up? Because, you know, Dennis Rodman at fucking 19 years old, he shot up 7 inches. What was it being you at a young age, and now everybody's salivating over, oh my God, he's tall, we can use him, and then coming from the background that we came from, a lot of times you don't even know you're being used by the people who are trying to.
Right. Well, I was going from the beginning. I was a point guard when I was in the 8th grade. Me and a guy, Franco, we were guards in the back court. And by the time I got to the 8th grade, I grew 8 inches. I went from 6 foot to 6'8".
Damn.
And so I had bad knees and everything. In my 9th grade year, I wasn't on the map because I was going to doctor's offices getting braces for my knees because I grew too fast. So by the time I was sophomore and junior year, I hadn't grew into my body, but I still had the point guard skills. So that's what made me unique, is that I was so much faster than everybody else. And but the part about being you,
right? Like Tommy went after Kwame Brown, you know, as the aftermath or whatever. Like they went after each other, but Tommy had admiration for Kwame too. Like you see it all in his face. Like everything that Kwame's saying is just so amazing, and Kwame is just basic. The stuff he's saying is basic. Sound like some shit he heard somewhere else already before, and he just regurgitating it back.
it was like, that's the funny thing. Like people always say, and I know a lot of women said, "Oh, well, how would your mama feel about what you were saying?" I'm like, you wouldn't want to know what my mama would have said about your ass. When I became the good son, it seemed like women protect the good son. She told me, "Don't you mess with them piss tail hoes." that was her thing. She called them piss tail hoes. Mm-hmm. Don't piss tail hoes pregnant. My mom would give me condoms before she got saved. No lie, she would give me condoms
because
don't
they
you
realize
them piss tail hoes pregnant.
But they realize. Here's what I've always said. I wish more mothers.
She gave them condoms, boy. He ain't use them. That boy started raw. That boy was up here raw dog and everything. Bareback Brown. Bareback Brown. She gave them to you and you ain't use them, my boy. You went crazy out here.
Would tell their sons what we tell our children. I know you, like you said, you would tell your son, be like Kobe more than you be like me. And it was funny, I said the same thing. I said, I would tell my daughter, don't get a man like me. Get a man better than me, because I know my shortcomings. But it seems women will not tell their sons the thing that'll help them. They won't tell that. My mother never told me, don't get a bitch pregnant because she'll do you like I did your daddy.
Wow. Listen to the conversation that these two guys is having. These motherfuckers is tripping, man. One and the same.
And she'd have told me that, I wouldn't have been in child support court for the years I was in that bitch. Why is it that women won't tell their sons that story?
Because they want to. It's like women get validated through their kids. Men don't get validated by being a good dad. You can say I'm a dad. They'll be like, I don't give a fuck. Women say I'm a mother, and that's some type of thing. You know, I have custody of. Well, I don't have custody of my son. The strange thing is, I got my son. I was in Connecticut one day, right? I'm in Hartford, Connecticut. I drove up there. My son, mother called me. He got hit with a hammer. She's about to send him to jail because she cornered him and said,
He stayed telling that hammer story. You don't want to keep telling that story, my boy, before that story end up in the wrong hands. God damn, Kwame. And right, Michael Ben, I wonder what Miss Brown would have thought of JJ. No, just Kwame Brown's selection in women, period, honestly. Cache said, haven't heard not one nice thing about women yet, but neither of these two as of yet. By neither of these two as of yet. Yeah, these dudes just sitting here bashing. Then they asking each other questions of why women won't do this, why women won't do it. Like, go ask a woman. Yeah, that's Tommy Sotomayor. That's who Kwame idolized. You know, took tactics from him. Took quotes. Mannerisms. He idolized Tommy Sotomayor.
you about to get me arrested and my other son's about to lose their mama. So when the fire department, she had so much strength, she made the fire department and the police get out. And she cornered my son and said, I'll fucking kill you in here. After she hit him with a hammer. And so I said, oh shit. So when she called me, I drove all the way from Connecticut to Florida, damn near Miami, Florida, to go get my son. I was there the next morning. And now, you know, the CPS agent that I was trying to talk to get her to get something to happen, they stopped responding because she worked for the government. Now, name a man that could beat a kid with a hammer and nothing ever happened.
Nothing happened.
My son go through it right now. He'd be like, man, I don't want to talk to her. He said, put her on the block list. And she'd be like, why won't you keep telling him to do this? I'm like, I'm not telling him to do this. I'm trying to get him to talk to you. But every time he talked to you, you cursing him out, making it seem like it's his fault. You hit him.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw the show with my cousin when he was on here talking about how he married this woman. Woman took his house. Woman took half his shit, got his kids. And then he ended up having to wait like 3 years before he could actually get them back. During that 3 years, this woman lost the house, had the kids living in a trailer, had both of them failing school. And like he said, when he got them, they wanted to come. They told the agents, I want to go stay with my dad. But these women are able to get along. He should not have had to wait 3 years of you seeing the fuck shit that they doing. The system is against men. We know why. My question to you is, why won't men stand up and
hold on 1 second, Tommy. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. I'll do. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are liking the show, please do me a favor and click that like button, click that share, tell people what's going on. This is the show where celebrities go to let go. We are back on our 2013 and 14, and that's where we're going to stay, but we still have fun with the other people. If you guys would like to do a favor and hit that Cash App, it's up in the corner. It's at 365. We have 3.6 million people watching right now. If you could, if you feel it's necessary, hit that Cash App. 3.6 million hitting it for $1. Man, it'd be a nice haul for the show, man. And I'd like to thank Kwame Brown for joining us right here. If you don't know him, look him up. You see how humble the man is. And that to me is a hard thing for a person to do that has achieved what he's achieved at this level in life. To still be humble is amazing to me, because a lot of brothers would not be as humble as this young man is, and he's back on the show right now. But when it comes to us men, why is it we won't stick together? You see people like Chris Brown dealing with this shit, Tyrese dealing with this shit. Almost all of us are dealing with it, but none of us do what women do. Women get together, they lobby, they get on shows, and they talk about it. But us men, only time we talk about it is at the damn barbershop.
Thank you, Crystal.
Because we was raised by our mama that was gonna make us different than every other guy that did them
Oh
wrong.
my God.
And so they keep trying to think that they can bash every other man and they can talk about every other situation, but my son ain't gonna do that. But then they don't realize that the shit that you doing to your son, you gonna make him worse than everybody.
But us men, we don't stick together. We don't come out and say anything for each other. We'll watch a man get dragged. We'll watch Nas.
Like I say, you when a guy get, like when I was in that state of mind and my mom was living, like I never would say something like I'm saying now, because it would feel like I'm hurting my mama. And so you can't do that. I'm trying to be the man that my mama didn't get right with. So if you gonna hurt your mama, you're not gonna do that, right? You know, you're not gonna do that. You ain't gonna hurt mama. I used to punch a motherfucker in the face before. If you said your mama, I'm ready to go. You know, a lot of these dudes are like that, because it's like that's all we got. They saw what they really saw with them coaches coming over. So when you say your mama, they never know what you really gonna say. It's like, nigga, what? And you never know if they gonna say, I like your mama glasses. You still will get mad. Nigga, don't, why the fuck you like my mama glasses? Like,
Shut your ass up, boy. You ain't doing none of the sorts, my boy. They said you was a nice guy. They said after the game, you was quiet. You used to throw a shirt over your head and go sit in the back of the bus. They said you used to like wearing the shirts inside out and backwards, because you used to like the back of the tag to be in the front of the shirt. They said you was a awkward guy. They also said that you he talking about he slapping somebody around. This dude, boy.
that's just the way it is.
Yo, because it's
You
crazy
protect
that,
your mama.
yeah, it's crazy that we are, and you're right about that. I say you never see a schoolyard fight over your daddy. No, you started sentence off your daddy.
my
That
God.
schoolyard fight ain't taking place. But like you said, I've been saying that the thought is somebody will sit up there and say, your mama a hoe. You will whoop that nigga ass, and you got 9 brothers, and all 9 of them about different niggas. And you
That don't
still you still be like, how dare you call my mama a hoe? Your mama
I do not. I mean, what?
You got 9 brothers and all of them different by different niggas, and you saying don't be calling my mama a hoe. Like, these dudes, man, they better than this shit here, yo. This don't make no goddamn sense, y'all. They've been talking about women for the past damn near seemed like an hour, but the interview ain't nothing but an hour and some change. But they bash women this whole time. He ain't ask Kwame no real questions. Kwame won't trying to ask no questions. Just want to come up here and woman bash. Salute to Lisa B. Right, Michael. Kwame, look at Kwame looking at Tommy. I bet you thinking that this brother looked magically delicious. Kwame like Terry Crews and Tommy like Cat Williams. Like the Matrix. Wake your bitch ass up, Lucky Charms.
I like my fish wet and squirt. Ain't you gonna introduce me to your friend Craig?
Your mama done sucked this nigga dick. You still saying you can't call my mama no hoe.
Yeah, all right.
But I'm glad you said that, because I never thought about it that way. Of we can't go against that because it's almost like we're going against the women. Is that why you believe the women say to us every time we do step out and say something like you or me, they say, but your mama black? They don't have a real argument against it except your mama black.
That's what it is, and that's why you never hear them say your daddy black, your son. Like I told a girl, and I said it in my life, your son black. You saying all these things, and you got all these. That's what lets you know what I'm saying is right, is that they're gonna try to train their son. They think in their mind, my son is not gonna be like the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
And your son is gonna be exactly like the rest of them. He gonna think for a while that he gonna help mama, and he gonna do this until he grows up, until he has a child by a woman, until she start playing games with his child and not letting him see his child. When those real man issues come up, he's gonna understand that you set him up for failure.
Boy, Kwame, I don't want to take too much of your time. We need to do like a part 2, part 3. I'm real serious. I need to get you down here and take you to starters and let you shoot them big boy guns that I got. I want to see if you can handle them 50 AEs and that SW50 500. But when you first decided to say the things that you're saying, were you afraid of what might happen? Who might have a problem? And if you were, what got you over that fear?
I was absolutely afraid of that. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was never gonna say nothing. You know, I'm just like every other person with a job. I can't hear you.
No, I was talking to my daughter. She wanted me to go get something. I got mine too. Mine's over here, man. I don't know if you noticed, but earlier today I was up here doing a show and forgot to get her from school. She was sitting on the curb. So
Right,
she coming down here and asking, "You gonna come tuck me in, Daddy?" I said, "I'll be up there in a minute."
Nah, but like I was saying, like I was afraid just like anybody else. Anybody with a job. That's the only thing they control us by is fear. Mm-hmm. All these men, they think exactly the same way you do. They just can't say it. That's why you are the most watched guy, is because you can say things that a rapper, a celebrity, anybody, they can't say it because the revenue stream will get cut off.
Yep.
And you know, it's just me. I don't work for nobody, so I can say what the fuck I want to say. So it is what it is, and I'm not trying to get a job with nobody. You know, so I can say whatever the fuck I want to say, and the truth is the truth. And you know, it is what it is.
Us black folks, and I'm gonna see if you can leave me with this one as a person who said I'm in that position. Why do you think not enough black men seem to want to get to a place where we say, I got enough money to say fuck you? Because we're all dependent upon something else. So we have to watch our words. We're afraid to say something because our baby mama might see it and take our kid from us. Like, people look at me and they're like, well, you can see your kid whenever you want to. I said, I pay enough bills. Well, I'm not going to have her sitting up here telling me what the fuck I can't say. But it's like, to have that mentality as a black man, you're a chauvinist. Like, there's something wrong for us to be that confident in ourselves, to be able to say what you say, and then go lay in the bed with your girl afterwards. And she'd be like, yeah, Kwame, I saw your live. What you think, baby? While you laying there asking them what you think, because I'm not afraid to be who I am, and I can still be with you. Why do you think most of us men don't try to say, my job is to work to where I can say what I want and I can be who I want, not be who you want me to be?
Because they have a woman in their ear the whole time telling them what they can't do. And my situation, my whole family told me what I couldn't do. When I said I was going to the NBA, my own cousins, my own.
And then if you pay attention to, Kwame said, because they had a woman in their ear telling them what they can't do. When we just heard Charleston White say that he didn't even get opportunity to talk to Kwame one-on-one. He had someone sitting in between them two, moderating the conversation and directing the conversation and responding on Kwame Brown's behalf, a woman. So again, Kwame, what the fuck?
Uncles told me I wasn't gonna make it. So, you know, it's just, you have a family, you have a generation of hurt people telling you about their shortcomings. Then, you know, if nothing if they never saw success before, it's not gonna happen. And most men are only gonna go as far as a woman will let them, because a lot of them, they think that they can't make it without a woman. So, you know, they definitely not gonna be able to lay in the bed with a woman because of that guilt. The woman ain't gonna let them lay in the bed. If they ever say something strong or positive, they're not gonna be able to lay in the bed. That's over with.
And it's a shame that we get to that point that we look at each other and we don't speak the truth, and we're afraid of speaking the truth. We don't speak the truth to each other, and then we don't support men when they finally do something. I had that same thing happen. A bunch of people tell me you can't do, you can't
right,
do,
Michael Ben, they cheesing at each other, like,
and what was really fucked up,
deep admiration,
was after I was told
they came back.
Yeah, like it was like, okay, you told me I couldn't do it. I did it. I survived. I made it. Now the same person who told me, nah, it ain't gonna work, is
they need you.
They you want something, and what hurt me is that in my mind, and I don't know if you had it, in my mind, because I was raised by a single mother and I was raised around a bunch of women. It was 13 of us in a 3-bedroom, and all a bunch of children and women. There was not a dude anywhere in sight. I still felt obligated, like Philip Buchanan said.
It's definitely the women that they choose. That's what I was saying from the beginning. You can't generalize all women. If you see something wrong in a pattern with the women that you're choosing, then that's something that says something about yourself. You got to hold yourself to a different standard. Because that's another form of insanity, when you do the same thing and get the same results. Doing the same thing, wanting different results, but getting the same results, and not realizing that you're doing the same thing, that's why you're getting the same results. That's a form of insanity. Same logic when you're dealing with different people, but it's the same person. They all share the same characteristic that you're attracted to. You got to go about things differently now, because you're getting the same results. Wanting different results, but you're doing the same thing.
Because I asked him, I said, after she gave you that bill, did you pay that $1 million? Do you know? He said, yeah. Out of that obligation. Did you get to that? How did you get past it? Or did you ever have that obligation where you knew the person who's asking you for something wasn't even a supporter, but you feel like if you don't do it, they're going to look at you as a bad person, so you did it anyway? Did you go through that stage?
Oh yeah, I got past it in 2009 after my mama passed away, and nobody called me on Thanksgiving. Nobody called me on Christmas. You know, my mom used to come up and cook for me all the time. That was like my special time. She would always be with all them. I pay for everything. I pay for our house. I pay for all they houses, they whatever. And so during Thanksgiving and Christmas, she would come up and cook. And I remember the first Thanksgiving after she died, nobody called me. And I was like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, you can't even give me a call? And so that's when I realized I had to get over it. I'm like, my guilt is over with. Like, I don't give a fuck no more. If y'all go to jail, if y'all go, it's over with.
Yep.
You on your own.
And it's sad that situation like that. My grandmother was my rock, who said, if they didn't help you get there, then you don't have to take them with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something as simple as that. I remember she was like, hell, if I could get away from them niggas, I would too. You know? And I think people don't understand how it is in the South. We always have somebody in the South that just
mama.
don't give a fuck. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I said in my video, like, niggas, we don't get outraged for real. Like, we always had that big mama, we always had that drunk uncle, we always had somebody that got that pass to set you straight.
Yep.
And they told you the unadulterated truth, whether you liked it or not. They told you the truth and you received it. And you might not have received it in the beginning. You might want to swing on that uncle, but somebody checked you like, oh, wait a minute, that's Uncle Bob, motherfucker. You know he just telling you because he loved, and that's that. But now it's like we've gotten so battered and bruised, and we want to me, it's like we want to show out in front of white people because we know what really go on.
God.
We want to show out in front of white folk. But we know what's really going on. We know all these girls being raped by their uncle, their brother,
God,
whatever.
damn.
We know that. But we don't want to address real issues. Like we would rather deflect and talk about Trump. We would rather deflect and talk about this and all this other stuff that don't have nothing to do with nothing. We have the power to change everything. All you got the weaves too.
Y'all hear this nigga, y'all? Y'all hear what this man be saying? We be trying to impress them white boys. And them girls was getting all word by their uncles. Like, what is this boy talking about? God damn. This dude is a fucking deviant, y'all.
Man,
That's a lot of money that's being wasted that we got.
I want to leave it on this note. You said something that was really deep in the video. I addressed this before, and a lot of men have probably never thought about it. You said a lot of these brothers are willing to kill each other, fight each other, go off on each other really quick. Not because they hate each other, but because they typically hate their living circumstances where they are being battered and beaten down by some woman. Elaborate on that.
Well, that's been happening to me my whole life. You know, I've always been me. I've always been different. And for whatever reason, women like different. They like somebody who's comfortable in their own skin. I remember when I went to my visit to the University of Florida, I broke my hand. There was some big crazy ass football player who I guess his girlfriend and him was having issues. When I go on a visit and the girl tried to talk to me and my friend, and he came up and punched me, and then his friend punched my other friend. And we were rolling down the goddamn steps. And then, you know, after the bouncers took us outside and he went to bed over his old lady.
See how he took that nap.
He went to bed. So it was like, I hope the brother don't see this and remember who I am, but he went to bed. That's how I broke his knuckle. So I broke 2 knuckles on my hand before I got drafted. So it's like, these dudes, I've been like that my whole life. I always been me, and it's just like, I don't know. Dudes fight over women. That's all I can say.
Yes, Lisa B, that is sung in the key of the Bone Thugs. For the love of Kwame. That's what Tommy up there singing. Carcino, Damn D. All them doing all this shit for the love of Kwame. Kwame got it tight. Hey. Short, fat guys is the man that he like.
Like, it was so many of us. I said, if these dudes had power at home, they wouldn't spend so much time trying to fight each other. What it is that's the anger they have. The pent up anger at their mama, the pent up anger at their girlfriends, the pent up anger like the Antoine Fisher story at these women as have taken advantage. And you got to remember, we don't get to talk about these older women who take advantage of us. If they do it to us, well, we got lucky. But they don't understand how much it changes. Like that, when it happened to me, changed the way I even viewed and interacted with women, because I was too young to be dealing with a woman. But they don't look at us like that. And I think they just don't respect men. We're like mules. And they don't even treat us as good as mules or a horse.
See how they just keep going on with this narrative of how women treat men? That's not all women, y'all. That's what these guys don't understand. They going off of a motherfucking perception of the kind of women that they go after, instead of going after the woman that's fitting to their lifestyle. These motherfuckers been going on about women for the past hour now, not having no resolution and trying to figure out with each other why women do what they do. Well, for starters, women ain't gonna respect a man that don't respect himself. First and foremost, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck going on, man.
At least you brush a motherfucking horse mane and get a nigga a carrot. You know what I'm saying? We don't even get that shit no more.
I mean, it's crazy. It's like, that's the same thing. It's like I remember you said something before. You said, men, we usually be honest. We usually will accept your criticism and we will change. And the crazy thing is, when I made that video, my cousin, some of the shit that I said applied to him. He called me. He like, yo, motherfucker, I know you was talking about me. I live with my mama, but motherfucker, I'm finna change that. He kept it real. I had a brother that, you know, he said what he said. His wife was talking to him a little way. And he was like, motherfucker, you right. I'm finna change this. So it's like, it made me feel good to just say something that could help somebody in real life. Because I don't care if you're a man, woman, whatever, you shouldn't be talked to that type of way. You shouldn't be made to feel that type of way. And I think so many times it's being pushed just because you're a woman, you get to be right all the time. Just because, like, a lot of times women feel like it's offensive for a man to say anything. And, like, you know, I don't get it. Like, a lot of the stuff that I see, if men say the stuff that women are saying in the media, it would be over.
Yes,
you know, men will be in jail. You can't do it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to take up too much of his time, and I got a baby to put to bed, but I tell you, this has probably been one of my best interviews that I've ever had, because just to be able to talk to somebody who just don't give a fuck. When I talked to TD Jakes, he gave a fuck. When I talk, a lot of these people I talked to, they gave a fuck. They tried not to. Like, me and DL Hughley was real close until the woke shit came, and I understood he gotta eat. Me and Chris Brown, same thing. We didn't really fall out. It's just I understood he couldn't follow me down the path in which I was going because he has shit he's got to do. But it's really nice to see somebody say, "No, fuck it. This is what it is." Because if we can start getting more brothers together, especially brothers who don't give a shit, got their own stuff. Because I tell people all the time, ain't a bitch can put me out of nothing. Can't put me out of my house, can't put me out of my car. And that's one of the greatest feelings, when I can tell you to get the fuck out. Like, I'm telling you, that's a great feeling. And I think what would change is if more black men took the opportunity to say, build myself first. Get my shit together. Have it to where nobody can tell me what to do. Then I can have freedom of thought, and I can actually put what I know is right into the air and into my family. And I'm glad that you brought that out here. I want to give you the last word. Tell them where they can find you at on social media. And we got to do this again, man.
Well, shit, I guess you can find me on Kwame Brown Bus Life. That's my YouTube channel that I never really used. I guess I'll start using it.
You got
See, this the thing I don't get about this dude, though. You got this message, quote unquote, that you're trying to get out there, but you don't have no way that people can contact you. You ain't got your business. Like, bro, like, what the dude here, bro? Kwame Brown, y'all. And this is when these two was good. Look at the deep admiration that they have for each other.
Start using it. We're gonna start doing some simulcasting. I'm gonna get you over here in the studio since you out here you in Georgia. I'm gonna get you out here. We got to get you to using that way more often because, dude, you spitting the truth. You spitting that fire. When I was watching, I was like, damn. Like I was just sitting up there. I was punching air the way you're speaking, and we need more men to be able to do that, man.
Yeah.
Well, I just wish that motherfuckers would understand that. Like I said something in the video about the educated people. Like I know they're gonna get their little outrage and all that other stuff with a couple things I said, but it's like the educated people is just like, it's almost like they're using people because they make too much money off of them. Because my thing is that.
Right, that conversation didn't go nowhere. Right, Lisa B. They devoured each other. Just they devalue each other like the narcissists they both are. Exactly. They basically trying to one up each other, telling stories with underage women. Like this, what I'm saying. All this documentation out here on this internet, and motherfuckers be trying to talk and say otherwise when all the proof is in the pudding. This shit crazy, man. Can't make this shit up. Then 6 months later. Right. Michael. Salute. This shit crazy, man.
If you're an educated person, then there's a couple things you can tell people that will directly affect their life without a degree. Don't have kids out of wedlock. Like I listen to Larry Elder. I definitely listen to you. I listen to Larry Elder. I listen to Willie Williams. I listen to a lot of other people that influenced me in the way that I'm thinking. And some of the stuff I was already thinking this way. Mm-hmm. But Larry Elder and Larry Elder break things down to numbers. And like, you can see the numbers. There's no way, you can't hide behind it. The numbers say if you don't have kids out of wedlock, if you don't do certain things, you get an education, you get a job, you don't have to go to college to be successful.
Yep.
And that's the number one thing they're telling people. So it's like, it's a lot of frustrated people. It's a lot of people that are just not living their best life because they're trying to live it the way somebody else told them to live it. And me, I just always lived it the way I wanted to live it.
Yes, like Sotomayor said, somebody in the comment section said they think numbers are racist.
No.
Numbers are racist. And the liberals have sold it to them that way. That's why I can't be a liberal. The liberals treat black people like they're dummies, and they will tell them, oh, don't pay attention to those stats. When the stats show the number one cause of poverty in the United States is kids out of wedlock at a young age. It literally is the number one cause of poverty. If you just stop that one damn thing, you won't have to worry about being impoverished because the only nigga you got to feed is you. The only person you got to clothe is you. The only person you got to house is you.
Yeah, I hear these niggas, man. Only nigga you got to feed is you. What? Yeah. And this the mentality, y'all. This the mentality. Y'all here for yourself. It's the mentality.
And it's easier for you to live off minimum wage. But then you got somebody saying, well, we can't live off minimum wage. Hell no, because you got 3 kids. You shouldn't be at minimum wage at that point. But we don't want to talk about that because the numbers are racist. So you said they can find you on YouTube at Kwame Brown Bus Life. Where can they find you on Facebook? And do you have Instagram? Because you got to be getting...
see, that's exactly the problem. Nobody really be asking Kwame Brown real questions in these interviews, y'all. And that's why I break these interviews down too as well, so we can see how they're all one and the same, and that you could tell that Kwame handpicks them because of how they go. Here's another example of that. These two absolutely talk nothing about Kwame, but everything wrong with what the woman or the black woman per se has done, instead of holding themselves accountable.
It's Quan Low, KWAN_LOW.
Low.
That's my Instagram, and it's open. It's open for you to see. But I gotta get into the social media thing. I never did because I knew that motherfuckers wasn't gonna like what I was gonna say. So I never did. I knew that what I was gonna say was gonna get me into trouble, so I never did. You know, but now I don't got no fucking job. I don't work for nobody. So that's what I want to say. I'm smart enough to get in a hotel room. If you look, this is a hotel room. I'm smart enough to get a hotel room so you niggas don't know where I'm at.
What?
As I do, I let them shoot the wall, but it's messed up. They put my address out there and everything. I'm still waiting on the niggas to show up.
I saw that.
What? He's smart enough to get a hotel room so niggas don't know where he at. Oh my God, man.
I'm waiting on them to show up though. Like I think they realize it's Rambo Jr. up in here.
Yeah, because like I said, I've been waiting on some people to show up too, but
Right, that backfired real quick because he stayed doing the hotel surf thing. He's still hotel surfing. Surf's up. Cowabunga, dude. And look, y'all, this motherfucker really went live and made prison food from a hotel. This got to be the doofiest motherfucker, and he got Scrooge on speakerphone giving him the recipe because he said that he's a veteran and making swole, aka prison food. He thought that that was going to be a better joke because he saw Suge post a video of him making a London brawl in his room. So he called himself trolling by buying random items from Walmart to make prison food. It's the former #1 draft pick of the NBA. Look at
you gotta
Tommy.
be the person on Facebook or Instagram where you don't never say nothing threatening, and you always the one on defense. I'm always on defense. I'm like I say, I'm soft. I'm a pussy. I'm scared of everybody.
Right, I like
Look,
that.
y'all.
You say I ain't.
He's soft. He a pussy. He's scared of everything. What man talks like that, y'all? Listen to how he talk. Oh my gosh. And right, Lisa B. Them old people over there thought that was just hilarious. Kwame Brown. Right, Trav, Kwame Brown.
What you say? I ain't hard. I ain't no gangster.
I ain't none of that. I ain't hard. I ain't no gangster. I just know some people.
Right.
Oh my
I
God.
said, after a while, it gets tiring shooting that paper. Let's see how it does with you if you just want to do that. Oh, yeah, we going to show up at your... Okay, then. I mean, I can't stop you from doing what you want to do. It's free country. I'm just telling you, I'm scared. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm scared.
I'm scared as fuck. That's why I got a white dog.
A white dog. Where's
I got
order?
a white cat. Arizona teach you to get cat.
Where's order? God damn it. That's why he got a white dog. Listen to what he's saying, y'all. RIP order, y'all. And I heard it was a second dog, Law and Order. So it was Law and Order. But Law, I think, was able to get away. I think Law went with the girl. He talking about that's why he got a white dog. Kwame Brown, y'all. This dude is crazy, man.
For them damn scorpions. I want to get rid of them now because I enjoy it. It's just a headache. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got our man Kwame. Kwame, thank you for coming on the show, man. We got to do more stuff together. This is almost like talking to
Listen
my brother.
to him,
This
y'all.
has been like a fucking pleasure to me, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Well, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm a big fan. I've been watching you for a while. I've just been.
He's a big fan. He's been watching Tommy for a while, y'all. This is Kwame on documentation on video. Got him on video.
Trying to stay off the internet, like I said, because I knew I was gonna say something, and I knew I was gonna say something that sounded like you. So I knew that shit.
And I knew I was gonna say something that sound like you. He a big fan. This Kwame, y'all. This is his own words. So for all those big Kwame Brown supporters that like to say weird shit underneath my videos in my comment section, watch this video and you gain your own perspective. You sewer swinging slime balls. You lint lickers. Cinnamon French toast sticks. You son of a biscuit eating bulldogs. Appreciate you, Lisa B. And like I say, I enjoy doing the recaps because I'm looking at it with new lenses as well. It's definitely a two-way street. Right, Michael. Looking at him smiling and laughing, then 6 months later.
Everybody hates you, so I was like, God damn. When I saw it playing, I said, oh shit. They're gonna misinterpret what I say now because they hate him, but I don't give a shit.
Well, what have you thought of the response that you've gotten since then? If it's been, what's it been? It's been moderate.
I got a mixture of threats. I got a mixture of, but like I said, I tried to keep it towards the people that made the meme, that made all the stupid stuff happen. Like I didn't say all black women. Like I said, I don't know all black women, but
exactly.
I do know that there's like Boyce Walker says, a sliver. I don't think he's right about that. I think it's more than a damn sliver. I think all the ADH medicine they tried to offer me and my brothers. I'm gonna write a book. I promise you, I'm gonna write a book. There's a lot of stuff that goes on to this whole single motherhood thing. That when you have 8 children, you can make a lot of fucking money off your 8 children. So I don't want to give it all up at once, but a lot of this is happening for a reason, and I don't think women don't know about it. They know what's going on.
They're complicit.
So, you know, so they're complicit in their own demise. So it is what it is.
Well, we got to hurry up and get that book because I got to get it right down the back with the rest of the books of the brothers that have written a lot of books, and I would love to be able to read it. More of
Kwame got a book he was working on. Let me guess, Bus Life. That goddamn book gonna be that book gonna probably have 5 pages with pictures, and it's gonna come with a set of crayons. He gonna name it Colorful Lies. Like each page is a different lie with a picture that you gotta color in, because it's called Colorful Lies.
How you became the man that you are today, because I think it is a fascinating story that you've had to overcome some things and then were able to get fortune that a lot of people will never see, and to be able to speak from a ground level of this is what it's like being in that situation. Because that's what I tried to do with a Fatherless America. Say, hey, look, this is what it's like being in that situation. It doesn't matter where you've gotten to. There are too many people who were in the situation who never got out of it. And the people who got out of it don't want to look back and be honest about where they came from. I don't know if it makes us look bad or what, but we'd rather gloss over that and be like LeBron James, because it really hurt me when he said, I didn't need a father. My mother was my father.
Man, we talk about that all the time, and I said this. I said, I wish LeBron would let me come to that barbershop talk where somebody can challenge him on the shit that he's saying, because it would be easy to debunk. It's like, you wouldn't be.
Man, Kwame ain't going on no panel like that where they can chew him up, man. They get to asking Kwame ass some real motherfucking questions. That's when he gonna turn into Bus Life. Get a little taste of mama's cooking, mama's cooking, mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Boy, get a little taste of mama's cooking.
You without you. Like the shit that you saying, it don't make no sense. If it's racism, like you said, how could you become you? The only way you became LeBron is you was useful in the room. You did something different. You ain't telling me that there's some things you could have did. You could have been out on the street corner, but you went to basketball practice like I did. There was some things that you did different from the other kids. And I wish that LeBron and a lot of these educators would get to that side of it instead of telling them things that they don't need to hear.
Oh my God.
Okay, there's some racism in the world. There's some system set up.
Again, the projection king. Why don't you do the same thing? Tell your story that you can help the future NBA star not make those same mistakes, Kwame, by telling your real story. Use those words and eat them, man, instead of eating a bowl of lies every day, man. Keep it a bean, my boy. What's she talking about? Right, Miss Archie, always talking about LeBron, because LeBron was everything that he was supposed to be. Practice? Yeah, Kwame talking about practice.
That's going to stop you. Everybody deal with that. Everybody had to deal with it. Irish, Jewish, every person in this world had to deal with some form of oppression.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you had to deal with, you had to deal with. But the thing that makes you overcome it is a consistent grind and a focus on something. And that's what the educators don't tell people. They keep making it seem like it's not their fault, and that's not true.
Amen. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my man Kwame Brown. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. I'll put all that stuff on the website.
Tommy like, all right, man, I told you I gotta go, man. God damn, he still want to talk. Shit, I don't want to talk to you no more, man. I want to talk to you tomorrow, man. God damn. Trying to end the show, Kwame. Kwame do that same shit on his live. He say he about to go. They end up talking for a whole nother hour and a half, 2 hours. Can't shut the fuck up.
So you better find him on Facebook, find him on YouTube. I'm gonna force him to let me make this like a weekly thing, and even if he just come by to shoot a bird for 5 seconds, we gonna make this a thing, brother. Thank you for blessing me for coming onto the show with
Appreciate
me,
it.
and it was really, really, really fun to have you on the show. We gotta do it again.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kwame Brown. Make sure you go and check him out on anywhere where you can find him. I'm going to make sure that we put all of his information up. It was. I want to come back and ask him about Michael Jordan. I want to ask him about. I want to get more into playing into the league if I get to talk to him again. But
all right, y'all. And that was the conversation that Tommy Sotomayor and Kwame Brown had before they started beefing on YouTube. You see the deep admiration that these guys have for each other? You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy. Almost unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like just in that short time frame, what happened, you know? But anyways, that was the conversation between, again, Tommy Sotomayor and Kwame Brown, you know, before they had static. Tell me what your thoughts are down in the comment section. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that's been supporting the channel. I will do a show in the morning. I haven't quite figured out exactly what video I'm gonna break down, but I'll know by the morning time. I wanted to do this one in particular because I had to revisit this with y'all, because I saw a little bit of it, but to watch it in its entirety with y'all, now I've seen the video, and y'all heard my thoughts. I want to hear yours now down in the comment section. Excuse me. Salute to the chat. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Rightly to be definitely eye-opening. Just revisiting all these videos and looking at them with different lenses. That's why that was just my whole premise with all this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So being that to be able to break this down and it still applies to right now what's going on, that's the amazing part in it to me. But you leave it up to a supporter of his, it's weird energy. But you know what we do each and every time. We work, break down. Y'all got a good eye, like I got a good eye. Y'all got good ears, like I got good ears. And moving right along, y'all, straight up. Salute to the chat, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Oh, so dope live. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning. Thank you. Another good show. Appreciate y'all stopping in on me. Protect your energy and always strive to make good decisions. Salute. Gone.
I swear I'll be giving y'all my life in these verses. I can't really make none of this shit up. This is my life as I know it. All factuals. I ain't got no time to sit down and lie to you. I just be jotting down my life. Netflix and chill. baby, braiding up my hair. I thought I told you that my game Frigidaire. Just trying to make sure you're aware. It's a whole lot of money to be made everywhere, and it's solely up to you if you gon' get it how you live it. Hennessy Code, that's factuals. My young thing got potential, let me package you. If you know, then you know I can mold you, baby. Put your listening ears on, don't be talking crazy. I ain't nothing like you used to. Coolin', I'm staying away from all that stupid shit too. Gotta get the bag, maneuvering in silence, life's good. Why would I wake up choosing violence? Damn shame they don't wanna see you happy on exotic islands, getting brain freezes from some daiquiris. I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Listen, I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Shit.
Listen, love, don't you know that we are just coolin'? And baby, I just want you to chill. We just groovin'.
Listen, I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Listen, I'm feeling alright now. Shit, I'm feeling alright now. Good. First they seem to love you and then that shit turn to hate. I could really give a fuck cause I wanna just elevate. Getting placed in and out of Cali on the weekends, just to get your mind right and stay about the deep end. Thank you God, I know I'm favored how my life is going. The ones who fake you kept them from me and it's really showing. Bruce Lee, aura, baby, I be glowing. You can't gain me love, I be knowing. If you stand for nothing, then you fall for something. Some bad bitches that you see ain't never worth the cuffing. I remain cooler in the cut, you know what it's up. Riding around on assignment, baby, you know what it's up. I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Listen, I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Shit.
Listen, love, don't you know that we are just coolin'? And baby, I just want you to chill. We just groovin'.
Yeah, baby, that's the one. Like I said, I need that shit like right now. Like right now. Don't get none of that on my shoes either. I don't give a fuck how much sauce you see. Yeah, you the one.
Factuals.
God damn, baby. Got me over here waiting and shit. I got this whole thing planned in my head. For real, baby. I told my baby boo, don't keep me waiting. I'm ready to beat it up, it's overdue. I'm running out of patience. I wanna skeet it up. Bring your pretty ass round here with no panties on. Fuck Netflix, we'll make our own flicks. Oh my God, I wanna hear you moan. I told you put your legs on my shoulders, baby. Now I'm going deeper, you feel me? Baby, you know I like to beat it. We be having sweaty sex. You know I like to eat it while you rubbing on my neck. You Krispy Kremed on my beard. Yummy. Yes, I love it here. Factual. When you tell me fuck you and scream my name, that's music to my ears. Yes, I'll nibble on your ear. Start licking on your flesh, then take my tongue down your body, baby. I'm licking up your sweat. You love them back shots, I love giving them. This dick you done came on, no Wesley Pipes, love. I'm tearing that pussy up with my shades on. Better give me all of that pussy, yeah. Like that. I'm going for the KO, shit. Fight back.
This nasty weather got me nasty. You my dinner plate, I'll never drown. I love to eat with you, just sitting on my face. Them legs a shake while I'm being greedy. Got you saying shit, you hopping up so fast. You wanna taste yourself, so give me a kiss.
Ooh, I love that shit. Girl, you such a nasty bitch. I'm just spitting on them titties, then I'm licking up that shit. Then I'm spitting in your mouth, and I'm giving you a kiss. Pin your body against the wall, let's put a hole inside this shit. Yes, I can't control
told myself I'm such a horn dog. I just wanna fill your buns with my corn dog. The camera rolling, baby. Let's just get this porn off. Finish me off with nothing but head, like I'm Zordon. Windows up, can you hear it raining out? Shit down, rain on you? Okay, open up your mouth. Fuck me good, baby. Can you wear me out? I'll fuck you good, baby. I'ma wear you out.